Dang, your
I was about to
mom,
ask.
huh?
Jacob, is there an underground cave?
What?
Jungle cave in here? Like entrance. Oh yeah. Really right here. This. If you go like on that railway, you should see like there's a line straight down. This actually there was coal on the way down. Okay, I was just wondering. I need money. What? I was making sure that money station would be practical. Okay, let me just.
Dang.
Quite a lot.
Your mom.
Jacob, do you have the long shield?
I don't
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I'm getting some. Oh, you got some items for you. I got some armor polish and
most recent.
over here. Oh,
Press the continue button and nothing's
no
gonna
more
go wrong.
party time.
For a long time, humans have been taught that
What's
if
party
you try
time
hard
do?
enough, you can accomplish
It makes
anything.
all the villagers party.
Even if we weren't told this directly,
No other. Well, you
you'd know
can
it
get the
just by
cake,
looking at the world around us.
Well, yeah, you can if you're a nerd.
Which
The
I
internet, TV,
got.
and
over
newspapers are
here.
overflowing
Oh my
with hopeful
goodness.
messages, but
Ooh,
people
so many
who
Moonglow.
can't win,
Oh,
they
One
are
life.
worthless.
Sugar rush.
There are two kinds of people in this world.
Thanks, Nogito.
Those who are born with worth, and everybody
How's it going
else.
over here?
No matter how hard
Plants.
and lowly humans
Yeah, I
try,
Even
didn't want to
Bismuth
touch
doesn't
you.
have this much
someone
edges.
who was born worthy. They say that effort breeds
I feel like we should go to
success,
a different.
but that's a
see.
complete lie.
I don't.
The world is not that accommodating. No matter how hard a small dog tries, it will never become a large dog.
No
Yes.
No
way.
matter how
I
much
really
a
wish I was
penguin
streaming right
tries,
now.
there's no way it will ever soar through the
Jacob, you don't
sky,
have any
Follow
deathweed
your
seeds lying
bones,
around,
which
do you?
means
Some
unworthy
what?
humans will
Deathweed
never become
seeds?
worthy, no matter what they do. People
I
with talent don't become
Don't
talented.
think I do.
They're just born with their
Have
ability
this
to
glow.
start.
Speech coming out of this psychopath?
That's
I
right.
kinda just opened a
Just
chest
like
and
you
I got a
guys.
red.
That's why I have so much
first
respect for you all. Just so you know,
Oh yeah, this
what I
thing.
feel is different from
Oh,
admiration.
Pog, yes.
Admiration is
This upgrades into
wishing
something.
you
Hold on,
could
upgrades
be
into
like the
How do I do
object
that?
of your admiration.
Oh, chlorophyte.
should
Do you have a pickaxe
What I
axe I
feel
can borrow?
is more pure.
He has agape.
I want
you
you
can
guys
just
to
make
believe
one.
me when I say.
I
Nogito
borrow-
is God.
Just take some.
But if that
Nogito
happens,
is God. He
I
has
want you to let me
agape
help.
love.
That's a lot.
I don't
For
care
the
if
worthy.
killer
Oh yeah, I've
survives,
got.
or if everyone but the killer survives.
What about the teleport
I
hook?
just
Yep.
want
How
both
much did
sides
you
to do
farm
their
in
very
the underground
best.
hollow?
I want to see with
Oh,
my
no,
own two
I
eyes.
I don't like that his
Why?
head
The
is
absolute
slowly
hope
moving
that
Wait, what do
lies
I need for a
ahead.
pickaxe axe?
Yeah,
Plus, I didn't really grind. I
I'm
just
really
sat
lucky.
there.
Someone as insignificant as
I had
me
a
will
chloride
Alright,
would
on
all
hoping
the-
to spare
Oh,
Collide
Oh yeah, I just got
and
this.
unleash their energy.
Yeah, he has an anti-god complex.
So please,
That was established last time.
let me
Get them
help.
Okay, I
blade
thought it was
stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna go farm them there for a while.
No, he just wants to help everyone achieve their
Blade
ultimate
staff.
I
form.
want you to use me as
Okay.
a stepping stone so everyone can shine. I want you to
Nagito's such a
kill
bottom.
me in a way that
Also, if you
befits-
beat
He is such a
Skeletron
bottom.
grind
Step on me.
again, you can make
Use
the,
me as your stepping stone. Literally.
the wagon
Please.
good one. Mechanical kind.
Chapter 2.
Actually,
Rainbow Run
Sin
is kind of
punishment.
crazy.
Sin and coconuts.
And then coconuts.
I don't gotta aim it.
No
Jacob, where you
nuts,
going?
no butts, no coconuts.
To the jungle.
Mm.
Oh my god, I forgot about pylons.
pylon.
I've been playing too much Calamity, man.
You could just teleport it back and use the pylon.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm yeah.
Alright,
probably
so now that we got the
faster where I
food
am.
guy out of the way. And Yakuya.
Hey, look at this. Look at this.
Yo.
Nope,
I
don't
need
like that sound she just made.
I don't need it anyways. I already have one.
Doesn't change the fact I don't like her moaning.
Hey, what's going on
Matthew,
here?
what's wrong with that?
Chilling.
That friend.
Imagine dragons.
Dragons
I don't have any
this.
spelunker potions. Hold on.
Oh, this idiot. I forgot about you.
Do I have any of the
Nope.
gold?
Rue.
Nope. Nope. Don't like the
I want the
child.
companion cube.
Kill the child.
Dang, bro.
I love
progressive.
children. I love
What?
kids, Charlie. I love kids.
Jacob, what do you say?
What did I say?
I love kids
I don't know
morning.
what you said.
Nope, that's not.
I said I didn't want
Nuh-uh.
the companion cube.
Almost certain
I
he
like
did
that.
not say that one.
Okay, I have 6 Splunky potions now.
No, he's on Countless Games and
weird.
said not that one.
I hate kids.
Also took your jousting lance because it looks cool.
Dang. I can't moonwalk on my. Actually, yes, I can.
The only reason I keep it around is because it'd be a lot of.
Yeah, that's the
trouble
only
trying to find
reason
a new
why I got the
boarding
jousting lance so I can move.
True. Though in all actuality, it really would not be very difficult to find another Morty.
Whoa. Hey, there's something right there. What's your
What?
spider doing?
The
Hmm.
Rickadell?
Hmm.
Jeez.
My spider's doing things. I don't really know.
This is just.
It's not like that.
Oh, we get some voice
Spider's
acting.
being a spider.
Smells.
I can kill this thing without even touching my keyboard.
Huh?
Actually, same thing can you.
Huh?
Seriously,
I was about to say,
Another dead body?
this is great for me, being able to just kind of sit here and not have to worry about mobs.
Is it the
The
rotting
smell of a
food behind-
decaying body.
Is it the rotting food behind you? Or did someone?
Hey!
Unalive.
Or did someone have a fun night?
Now that you mention it.
Oh, no, it's the food rotting behind you.
No, impossible.
Oh, huh.
Oh,
Yo, hey,
Shut
Jake's
up,
dead.
child.
Oh, I should probably go get life fruit, shouldn't I? I'm seeing some of that.
that's what I was actually gonna do.
I ate.
Let's get life fruit. You know what we should make is a giant area where plants can grow. Yep. I've seen those types of things.
Uh-oh.
They're actually
Yes!
good. Hey look, Plantero's bowl.
Kill the child.
Hello.
Kill the child.
I'm gonna break it, see what happens. You know?
Kill the child.
Yeah, that's a good
Kill
idea.
the child because they stink.
Hey, yo. Oh, so that's what.
We're trying to kill children.
Okay.
Oh my!
Good. Sounds like a great
Hey!
time. There's
That
another
was
one
close.
detected site? Where, dude? Oh, that's where Jacob died. Okay. I think that's where. Look at that. It's Jacob's tombstone.
Shut up, child. Take a frickin' bath. No stinky children here.
Me when I'm a parent.
No stinky lollies.
Wait, what? That's definitely not what I say when I'm a parent.
Oh my god.
Hey!
Oh crap, I think I'm dead here.
Someone killed the
Report
child.
it stuck.
I know they do.
Hey!
There's like 5
Someone
of them.
murder this child and I will let you go.
It appears you cannot.
Neat.
I don't like that at all. I don't. Nope. Nope.
What's happening?
Dylan, how about you?
Hey look,
Okay.
it's a giant tortoise, guys. Oh my, it just phased through the ground. Look at that, guys.
Jacob,
That's
have you been
definitely
crafting ichor flasks?
Anyway, what happened?
No.
Or ichor
We
bullets?
should
Oh yeah.
go- They're both not here.
Or that you don't use melee weapons? Oh wait, what happened to the? Did you pick up the life fruit that was in this area that I died?
Oh, he's the.
Is there a life fruit area?
There's some life fruit over here. I thought I saw. What's hitting me? Oh, that's hitting me.
Oh,
But Nagi
more stuff.
He tried to murder someone.
Kind of left some enemies right there. Plus enemies are like facing to the ground too, so that's also kind of definitely helps.
I have
No.
no idea.
That's right!
Uh huh.
Witch doctor. Screw this,
Huh?
man.
Okay, so
But
for
Rainbow
the
Rod's
jungle,
insane. Rainbow Rod's carrying me.
Of course not.
It's just
I
it's
am
just
not
like it's just
suspicious.
pitching missile on crack.
I am not suspicious.
okay, for the
What's the
jungle,
matter?
what do y'all want?
I am suspicious.
What
am
NPC do you want
sus.
maxed out?
I need to know.
What do you mean?
What NPC do you want to have the most discount?
Oh,
And the-
Okay.
I don't think it matters for the jungle NPCs. Maybe the Witch Doctor?
Witch Doctor? Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Actually, Witch Doctor's already maxed out.
Going down.
I can get the.
See, no, go.
I'll just put the painter in here.
What?
That's literally all I can do. Okay, painter.
So guys, I thought the
Or get the
Confusion
yellow.
tree.
melee
Sniper.
class was the worst class for a while, and then I watched the video the other day. Melee class is just mage without mana.
Yeah.
And
Most of
as
the
a
weapons that-
mage main, I feel cheated.
Let's get good.
I'm supposed to be the cool ranged effects, but they get all the funny magic swords that shoot beams.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I practice
Speaking of
broken.
beam, especially speaking of a sort of a beam, I literally have a beam sword.
Yo, hit game from Smash Brothers Melee.
In Calamity, Beam Sword gets massively buffed. Like how much damage does Beam Sword do, Jacob?
This is a legendary. It does 77.
Forward.
Yeah, in Calamity, its base damage is like 223.
Jesus Christ.
You came.
You came.
Stop.
Just at the right time. I need to quickly.
It looks glorified.
No.
I have
Just sitting
146 ore.
No, I don't yearn for you.
What?
I have 146 ore. I want to find life fruit. Hey, life fruit.
Luck is a
Speaking of-
skill.
I see
Like a
life
kill.
fruit is detected nearby, but I just don't know what.
I'm just using Splunker potions.
That's yeah. You can also do that. Hey, speaking of life fruit,
Why are you here?
I found it.
Are you here?
Actually,
Man, cool if I detect it. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed.
My valued servant. Oh, his little sister?
what the hell?
Oh,
Your
B.
mom.
Oh, okay.
Life fruit detected nearby. Don't know where, but we're gonna.
Don't know where. Don't know why.
Maybe.
We'll meet again. Some.
Let me tell you this.
That's some life fruit.
So I probably should have grabbed the Splunker potion, but honestly, I'm already here. What's
I can craft a bunch more back at base. I'll craft some when I get back.
Nature, the collective will of the world.
I thought I had. No, actually, I think I used the bulb. Someone like half used because of how fast I just died.
Yeah.
Hello, Gundam.
My entire existence.
You are a stuffed animal.
Bro,
That's-
friggin'
That's a neat info.
Oh my god. Ow.
Like titanium.
Friggin' jungle bat.
Oh,
Crap chest.
Why is Catboy once? Nope.
yeah.
Catbot.
Catboy,
read it,
thank
Catboy
you.
too.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna make my Venom staff.
I have no idea what he said, by the way. It's F1 for the. Oh, it's not F1. Oh, I need.
I see that life fruit. Give it to me.
That was not in the game. It just opened up Microsoft support.
Boom, Venom staff.
Let me click.
Venom.
Only possibility.
Venom.
Hello, what I mean. Then leave.
Yeah.
Leave.
Hey.
Chiaki out here asking the real questions.
I have a crystal
What's her
ball.
name? Not Chiaki.
What?
What's her name? Not Chiaki.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Get away from me. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
I thought you said
Right.
Chiakia.
Oh, I just said Chiaki.
Okay.
I say it differently. Oops. Oh wait, this is good. Window. Oh. Interesting.
You serious?
Hey, where'd the jungle pylon go?
Moving it. Sorry, hold on.
Can you put it back down real quick so I can TP?
I can't, hold on.
Bridge gate.
Ah!
New island.
Okay.
Is that true?
What?
40. Alright.
Love.
Love? No.
Laugh, live, love.
Oh wait, that's a
Oh,
horrible
white
modifier
mom.
on the Venom staff.
Yeah, you.
Get him, bugs.
Oh, look, a mimic.
I mean, if
Ow.
I were to live here
I'm stuck,
peacefully,
I'm
I think
stuck,
I
I'm
could
really
do
stuck.
it.
You're stuck, Jacob. Are you?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't have nearly enough money to reforge
So I
that.
have a question. Do those void like pot things, do they take through shield or just health? I'm just referring to.
Your mom.
Alright.
Um.
Boat parts.
Thank God for the Rob Discord. That really.
Boat parts.
Now then, let
Wow.
us begin.
All right.
Yes, we are leaving the island that he said that we will die. No longer possible? Oh, and then goes poof.
Hey, hey!
True, I guess, but like, no. Gotta take a real good look at that plant. Has a very nice shadow. Very strong shadow, too. Alright, moving on. Hero, I don't care about you. I'm gonna...
Shoot, this is pretty.
Ew. Ew, child. Ew, child, run away. Run away from child. Nope, gross. Where can I think Chuck can
Ooh, I found a Spelunker potion in the chest.
need to exit.
That's nice.
Outside.
Now I can see life roots.
How much does chlorophyte sell for? Hold on, I'm gonna grab the chlorophyte I got. That's not what I said. Chlorophyte sells for 13 for wait, hang on, how much for one? Almost 1 gold per chlorophyte. I know I'm gonna make my money.
I'm
Grow
Is
chlorophyte.
everyone in there?
No, I'm just gonna go get a bunch of chlorophyte. Goblin Tinky Winky, please reforge
How do I
my
see the map? Is that a
deranged.
F1?
Wow, that's a
Is
horde
map
modifier.
Button.
Deranged. Wow, he gave me the same modifier.
Gross.
Okay, well, time to go grab.
Side. Should go here. This place.
I'm
Oh,
literally
which
just
doctor?
farming a bunch of gold.
Oh wait,
this
I
is
need
great.
to go take care of my mono pet.
Yeah, deal with that.
How much money have you gotten, Ethan?
The space.
What?
Despair meter is 0.
How much money do you have?
Coconut juice.
I have 39 gold.
Dang.
Child, would you like coconut?
I'm literally just
Right.
sitting here building, and they keep spawning in that little
Child has
pond. So I just every once in a while my spiders just show up and kill everything in there.
Are you second island? I think this is the second island. That's the third island. Just a bit.
I think I've collected 10 gold from sitting here. Not all of
Oh,
the gold.
okay.
And just in
I
here,
went the
but
wrong way. We're
Yep.
gonna be running.
that's the majority of it.
Matthew, how's your day been?
Yes.
What have you done today?
Not much, gonna be honest.
Sounds
No, I
good.
cleaned my house because I have a small group here tomorrow. So, yeah,
How was the cleaning?
not fun.
Not fun, I would assume so. Does anyone here enjoy cleaning?
Heck no.
No.
Somewhat.
No.
It depends
Somewhat.
what.
What
If it's
about-
organizing, I'm fine with that. If it's cleaning, like it, like if I'm cleaning someone else's stuff, I don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to
This
be
is the new
scrubbing
island.
down the surface.
The
Yeah.
ambiance seems different
What about the organization?
compared to the first island
appeals
with the
to you?
hotel.
Because even that, to me, is just time wasting.
It depends. It's just for practical use.
I like organizing my books to like.
You're not. If you look at like, I'll just like throw like, for instance, like Nerf guns into a bin. But as long as they're like in the same area, I'll be fine.
All right, that makes sense.
But I don't want like one Nerf gun and one in the house and another Nerf gun at the end of the house and just leave them there. Just like why? So I'm not crazy about it, but it's just practical use.
Yeah, in general, I'll clump my stuff up.
Ow.
But I don't go to like, this pencil is longer than this one, so I need to set it up in the.
Oh no, I'm not like that.
Okay. That's what.
At least when it comes to minor stuff like that. If it comes to something bigger, then I will do that, but not for minor stuff.
Huh?
I think it's not that Ethan's organized. I think it's just we're messy.
Fair.
I'd say that's food for thought.
I'm not exactly the messiest of people.
I mean, like, yeah. Oh hi, that shot.
I may not be the messiest, but I'm up there.
I'm up there, yeah.
If you
need to clean my
the
room.
easiest way for me to describe it is you look at my room and then you look at my brother's room.
Oh, God.
That is exactly how you tell the difference between me and him.
Okay, but that's not fair because we're talking about Jack.
Yeah, we don't.
He's my brother. He's fair game.
True.
It's got nothing
I mean,
to
he
do
may not
with
be
you.
for y'all, but for me, he's fair game. He's a good comparison. He's who I live with every single day of my life.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
I'm not allowed-
That's a,
Mostly.
unwalkable room. You can walk in.
Actually-
Actually, just kidding. No, you can't.
You can walk in, but you can't walk back out.
You can't walk in. And if you do get in, you can't get out.
That's a moth.
Oh, that's nice. If
I
it
think
drops,
Myra's the cleanest right now.
Yeah,
no, you don't get wings. Don't give stat bonuses. I forgot that's Calamity.
Don't misunderstand.
Your head, I have Calamity, Jacob.
I'm sorry, I've been
right.
playing so much Calamity that the lines are blurred. I don't remember what's vanilla and what's not.
All right, I need to get a. I just realized I haven't gotten a candle.
Is
piece
it
down.
butterfly
Anyway.
dust?
Is it?
Matthew,
got
are you
it.
the cleanest
Oh.
in the house, or are you the messiest?
I'm assuming so.
Matthew was gone away.
Matthew's not
He's
here.
not here.
Matthew was.
He is disappeared.
Matthew no longer
Alright.
exists.
Jacob and Liam. Which one's messier?
What?
Honestly, I don't think. I don't think there's much of a difference.
Depends on what day we're on.
Of course.
Yeah, it
The
depends.
day- the day.
Cause like right
Like-
now my room's clean, but that's
I'm
because I
messier
that's the best to
Saturdays,
clean
he's
it.
messier Mondays, something like that.
Do you have like
Well, it's
periods
because
and
right
stuff?
now my room's clean, but that's just because we had to clean it because a internet technician had to come in here to fix our Wi-Fi. And I say fix when
Oh, yeah,
nothing
that
actually
one.
happened.
With an asterisk. Yeah.
Fix with an asterisk, yeah, because
Big ol' asterisk.
apparently nothing was wrong.
No, nothing ever is. But also, you're not gonna
I
get as
wouldn't.
much as you paid for it. Sorry.
It's
That's
just how the world
how the
works.
mafia works.
Do I have it? No, I did not have it. Too low.
Oh my god, Shadow Dog just carried.
Ibuki.
Oh, I know what I need to grab.
Your mother.
I need to go grab the ruler.
You have a built-in ruler. Top left. Top left, right near the second. In your inventory, or if you go to your second row, then to the left, there should be a ruler button.
Inside the building, can I open the door?
Sick. I actually did not know this. Awesome.
Yeah, it was. It's a Journey's End
behind
thing. They just were like, you know, no, let's just build the ruler in.
Hey, yo, you good?
Basically, yeah.
What you got?
Okay, so it's 4. Okay, so that's level.
Emergency!
What
I wish you could designate
Sometimes
points
these are words. Oh no.
and not just from your character. But that's fine.
Pointing!
You should do what? Ethan?
Let me guess, it's like an animal.
I wish you could
They're
like
just sparring,
set the
you
points
idiot.
like from A to B. You can't. You can only do it from your player. It looks like, which is a little annoying.
That's how it's always worked, unfortunately.
Your
Yeah.
speed is adequate,
But
but,
I
it's
can work
still
with
not
this.
enough. Each blow you land is too
Okay, so
soft.
it's a 7,
Look,
and then this is 19. Okay,
chest.
so that's fine.
it's not.
I just need.
You're not
it's
using your
sparring.
muscles properly. Your
Fine.
athletic body is going to.
Shut up! All I
Oh,
gotta
I
do
could
is
get
win.
spanked it.
What was that? You're gonna win? against me?
So I think I can.
That's quite absurd!
English?
So Jacob, the problem with me selling chlorophyte for money is that once I get
man's really
spectre
just said
armor, I'm
Chidori.
going to need quite a bit of
True.
chlorophyte.
She's the new Ren.
I just need chlorophyte for the mushroom.
No.
Yes.
What?
No, don't bring us back. Rin is a person who was killed.
By Kakashi, her would have been lover.
No.
Probably.
No.
She was obsessed with Kakashi.
Okay, but Kakashi.
Are
we talking about Rin?
Flip.
True, it was the
Are we
Sasuke
talking about
Naruto. Yeah, Ren.
Oh yeah.
It's an instant
Yeah.
death.
Sheesh.
Sheesh.
Huh?
Are they fighting? They were sparring. Ah! It's not excessive.
Huh?
People don't understand that people punch people for fun.
They do?
What
I
the?
do smack you all the time.
Oh.
Fool!
True, he just beats the crap out of me and I pretend it doesn't happen.
Exactly.
He just takes it like a man.
Yeah.
I do take it like a man. Real mans don't express their pain or their
Or
feelings.
feelings.
I see.
Or themselves. They
Real
just
men
kind of
don't seek
exist.
therapy.
Real men don't
don't.
exist.
Real men
They're
have
not.
depression.
Real men aren't allowed to exist.
If you exist, then you can feel weakness. But real men don't feel weakness.
Exactly.
Attention!
I saw this one thing. It's like
I did
when
it
you're sick.
myself.
When you're sick, just
Don't
deal
forget.
with it.
I'll
Yeah.
show you the
Desire to
serious
win is
side.
pretty crazy.
Hey Ethan.
That girl. She's
Matthew,
probably
you were
gonna get
talking
even
about
stronger.
who's the dirtiest
Yeah,
or
you're
messiest
probably right.
in families.
Oh, if it was dirty, it's
Shut up.
She.
JGG.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
basics.
yep.
I just want to leave.
My room's usually pretty dirty, but Shelby's is always worse.
Always.
Always.
Is she also not home anymore?
No, she's here.
Oh.
Monokuma.
She goes to ACC classes.
Huh?
She doesn't leave for
Are you
TWU
serious?
till like
He's got 95
Fall.
with my boss. Let's go.
Gotcha.
Yeah, college.
Oh my
is
god, I'm at
weird.
one health. Wait, JB, how many chlorophyte bars?
Okay, I
95.
remember recently
that's a
paying
lot.
for
Yeah, that's good
like a
amount.
meal plan.
All right,
Yeah.
jungle base.
And I was
built.
like, oh, this is
pretty much finished
quite
right now.
pricey. This is a
Good.
lot, and I told it.
I'll be right
to
back. I'm
my
gonna go buy a
parents, and
ribbon.
like, hey, I'm gonna need this reimbursed because I got this now. And they're
Because I
like,
do have
oh,
butterfly
this is
Yeah.
nothing.
wait, how
Are
much
you
was
sure?
your meal plan?
It was like, are you sure this isn't like monthly? And I'm like, what? I can spend my entire paycheck monthly on a meal plan.
Wait, how much was the meal plan?
It was like $225 for Monday through Friday. A month.
A month?
A month.
Ribbon.
That's awful.
Yeah, and you had to choose either that or you had to choose the $400 7-day
That's
meal
right.
plan.
Mm.
College is expensive. Why don't we splash
Really?
around at this private meeting?
Well, because I am going to be a I'm going to go into college as a not a freshman, so I shouldn't have to do that.
I'm going
Get a meal
into
plan, I mean.
college as an absolute idiot.
Are you planning on going?
Hey!
Yeah, tech.
I won't forgive you.
The Lubbock tech.
Ew.
What's
There's nothing
that?
in Lubbock.
Yeah.
Taco Casa is.
Okay, changing gears.
Bro, I had a friend when I was in preschool who moved to Lubbock. They ended up moving back.
There's nothing in Lubbock.
What the f-
Other than there's nothing.
Freaking Lubbock. What are you
Only
gonna do there?
disappointment in Lubbock.
Hold up.
What are you gonna
Someone-
do there?
What is...
I
All of a
mean,
sudden
Ethan,
he
you're
just
one to talk.
appears
You
with
want to
a
go to
freaking gun.
Laterno, which is in Longview.
Yeah,
There
but
you
that's
go.
because I'm not staying in Longview.
Alright, does anyone know what kind of gun
True.
this is? Any gun fanatics over here?
Hold on, wait, hold on. I can help this out.
Ethan.
What do you got?
Monokuma just appeared with this gat and decided I'm gonna...
So that
Hey, how could a butterfly rings?
MG3?
Jacob?
No, that's too short.
Go to what?
Butterfly
Hold on.
rings.
They're pretty
Dave,
decent, I think. What wings do you have right now?
Is it just a
wait.
stereotypical?
No, hold on. I actually made it this. Hold on. I think it's the American Squad rifle.
That
Hold
one
on.
Vandy I got. Google.
Oh, the Dev wings.
Uh,
Dev wings are better.
Automatic.
Although I
weapon.
have Pixie wings, so
Quad
I'll take them. Well,
Okay.
frick.
I'm just gonna drop it at the
I
spawn.
have 5 life fruits.
M249.
Yeah, I finally got my last
Yo,
light.
I have a
15
question.
more to go.
Uh-oh.
I have a
Oh yeah.
question.
What
It's
the heck?
a-
How'd you
it looks-
die?
I don't know. It seems to be a hybrid between an M249
It's right there.
and an MG3.
Right there?
How
Oh,
good is 4 red items by stage 5?
1 second. Let me
Alright.
quickly pull up some pictures for the stream. Here's the MT3, which yeah. And
It's
then-
it's too short.
Hey.
yeah.
The part. Okay, if you look at the stock, it's an MG3. But if you look at the barrel and the grip on the front, it's a M249.
He knows it.
It's a hybrid.
He
My
knows it.
hands actually knew the gun. Yeah, I think
Dylan, you
you're
are
entirely
going to
right.
get demonetized.
It's
You're
because
showing guns on your stream.
They're
it's
airsoft
not
guns.
demonetized.
Ain't no one's even
They're
watching.
airsoft guns. don't
Just
worry.
check the stream. Yeah, no, you're done.
They're airsoft
You're
guns.
over.
You're
No
over.
no one's even watching.
They're airsoft guns.
Also-
okay.
Why would you have so much belt?
Report.
Anyway.
Promotes
What? No.
terrorism.
Why is there no box to contain all the belt-fed ammo?
It's a
Respector.
freaking machine.
Do
I
we need
need-
an
okay.
viewing station?
Anyway,
So it goes
Rule
directly.
breakers will be shot to death.
So I need, let's see,
This video
44.
infringes on my rights.
48,
This is a defamation.
66 Spectre armor. Okay. I have almost enough Chlorophyte for Spectre armor.
Control
Nice.
yourself. Music make you lose.
I
your
definitely have
control.
enough for mushroom.
Monokuma, you're not you when you're hungry.
You're not you when you're hungry.
We just need to be.
Dylan, I'm
prepared
reporting your
now.
video for youth violence.
I literally have it set to not children. No children allowed.
Yeah,
Children
that,
are cringe.
that still goes
Children
against
are cringe.
TOS.
How can Liam watch?
He
Children
does not
fighting
break
still goes
TOS. I am
against
not
TOS.
showing a real gun. I am showing an airsoft gun.
No,
that is
I meant the
modeled after a real
children
gun
fighting
online.
earlier. The children sparring.
That's literally not on me. It's video game violence, so it doesn't count.
I
Exactly.
disagree.
That's definitely not how it works. But...
Huh?
Abusing
What?
vulnerable individuals.
It's about Nagito.
Well,
Please say you killed him.
how annoying.
I would let you go free if you killed him. Actually, no, because then I would have to. I would kill the small child first.
Child abuse?
Yes.
Yo,
No showers.
This one throw.
That is
yeah, put
easy
that under the
report
rug.
on YouTube.
I would abuse
Easy.
that make-believe child. Yes.
Okay.
Bro,
Jeez,
if you
Dylan.
can post Xbox Live chat on YouTube, I'm.
Yeah, no, he's right. No, Dylan's right.
I am feeling very much so in control.
He feels very much in control of his.
Man, I'm just teleporting everywhere at this point.
Right here.
Wait, hold on. What?
Alright,
Oh,
I
wait,
got
I need
some
you.
magnets here. No one's
I need to
seen
get a
if one of them is
net.
actually a magnet.
Come here. Bugnet.
Potato.
Oh,
Potato.
sick. I can get a safe.
Alright, never mind. I've given
Oh.
up on the magnets. My brain switches so quickly. Alright. I have to walk. Okay, look at this. I literally cannot walk through here. I have to walk on the pavement.
I got an amethyst bunny. Yay!
Yeah, pretty
I'm
dumb.
gonna
Can't
make
tell you
an
quit.
amethyst bunny cage. Yay! And then I'm gonna put the bunny cage.
We're gonna get. No, I would not like to go
There.
to the diner.
Funny cage. Don't you mean the funny cage?
Oh,
go. Wait, can I get what?
Drugs!
Wait! Do you have 2 mounts?
Let's go, drugs.
No.
Pogging for
Can I
drugs.
get floaty float? Can I get a flying Dutchman?
No.
Dang it.
It's like no, no.
Ethan, that's one of the rarest mounts in Terraria.
Flying.
Actually, it's a 10%
What are you?
drop. so
Yeah,
I
but
think
like-
it's
rarest.
decent.
It's not
It's
the
not-
rarest. Not by a long shot, but
It's
it's
good.
it's really
Yeah,
good.
it's
What
really good.
is your ultimate ability?
I want it.
It's one of the flying ones that like literally just non-stop flying.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
That's
it'd
why I
be
want
really nice to know your
My
ultimate
ass.
ability. Ultimate.
Oh wait,
nurse,
shoot,
okay.
he has health.
That's what I thought.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
Never
kind of
did
your
that.
thing, huh?
Bunny.
Ow.
I killed bunny.
Nice
Bunny
one.
It's a drugstore.
Well,
Always medical supplies.
Mechanical ruler. Boom.
I
Wait,
will give you
mechanical
lots of
ruler
shots.
plus actual
Lots
ruler? Oh my
and
gosh.
lots of shots.
Yes.
Monk.
Monk?
E? No, it's monk.
Oh.
Do I have to leave?
Jacob. JGG.
Don't
She's
do
like,
it.
ah, drugs. Okay,
Uh,
bye.
Bases? Hold on, what other bases could I make?
Library.
Desert.
Does anyone read
I could
books
make desert.
regularly?
Or desert one.
Anyone what?
Read books
you want?
regularly?
I haven't been lately, but yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I've read is like a Psychology of a Child by Piaget, and then the Percy Jackson series again because I was liking those and I couldn't remember all the details, so I reread them. But normally
I'm illiterate.
I don't read much.
I see.
I used to read every night before I went to bed, but not anymore. I need to start that
Hey,
You're
again.
wrong.
Let just.
Has a special article about serial killers. Serial killers are probably the most interesting. Oh god, not Genocide Jack. Don't bring it back. Don't bring it back. Do not bring back Genocide
Most
Jack.
tight.
You don't know
I think
Jack.
people who sexualize serial killers are disgusting.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Ted Bundy is pretty
Gross.
hot.
I mean,
See?
Sparkling Justice.
The girls who called Ted Bundy hot, I wish actually met
Also-
Ted Bundy.
also-
Hero man, Sparkling Justice. Like the serial killer who only kills vigilantes.
Amazing.
It's a vigilante. That's what.
Why are you talking about mere murderers?
Please wait.
God, I love.
I mean, good murderers are awesome. Like, they're so
No.
fascinating. They're not good people.
They're fascinating to
they do is
study,
so-
but like,
So,
it's like
so
studying
fun to
Hitler.
study.
It's like studying Hitler. Like, yeah, it's cool to study, but it's like you have to recognize, oh my god, I'm studying an actual like demon in the flesh.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Hitler.
yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Demon. He's a
like
great person.
Hitler, like Matthew, like
Honestly,
Yeah. Yeah.
In
Literally
my
studied
defense,
World
I
War
think
II.
Matthew's more scarier.
more
I agree.
scarier.
I'm not saying what serial killers do is on the same level as what Hitler did. I like obviously
Well,
what
I
Hitler
would
did was
actually
mass
argue there's someone
genocide.
worse than
actually,
Hitler. Hold on,
okay,
what's the
this
guy?
actually brings up a
Hold
good
on.
question. Is what Hitler did worse than what serial
Man.
killers do?
Well, it depends.
I've been found.
If you're going on
Okay,
a
Ted Bundy versus Adolf Hitler.
You're saying you're
Oh,
saying that
no.
someone with just who's just like
Ted Bundy
saying, oh, yeah,
was
I'm a
personal,
murderer,
but
like 100
Hitler
people
killed
for
way more people.
pleasure.
I mean,
no,
Hitler
Hitler's
was
was,
kind of
hold on,
a
Hitler's
hold
was
on.
personal too.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
but
his-
it was
yeah, his was personal, but,
state-sponsored
like-
terrorism.
He didn't get to know every single one of the people he killed. Also,
Yeah.
we're still streaming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is still on
Awesome.
YouTube.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
going for demonetization speedrun.
Yep.
I
No,
could pull
bro,
up the monetization speedrun game. Like,
No.
Wait, what? Do you have
Wait,
it?
that
Wait,
means
do
you
actually-
own Honey Pop.
Do you actually? Wait,
I could go
Dylan.
buy it right now.
Hey, Dylan.
Oh.
Oh. Hey,
Hey,
buddy.
Why did I get a blindfold?
is that actually
You
allowed
need
to
the
be
darkness.
streamed, or would it?
I don't.
No,
that-
you probably
I don't
get
think so.
banned.
Okay, but for
I think you
like,
can stream it on Twitch.
so for
No.
Can you
speedruns of
actually?
it,
Yeah, you can.
how would you speedrun it though?
It's-
People have-
it's
people
legible
have
on
pre-made
Twitch.
sense.
Wait, it's completely allowed on Twitch?
Yes, because there's some streams that are 18 plus exclusively.
But they
I
still
don't think
allow
like
full-
actual
No, Dylan,
nudity
you're
is.
asking how to speedrun it, so I did check out the
Matthew.
speedrun leaderboards after the Alfred video, because I was like, yeah, and the people, they just censor it. They just have like a censor there the whole game.
Okay.
Okay.
That's funny.
But where?
But
Dude, I-
where?
Hold on.
They
I
have it
gotta-
wherever the stuff they can't show it.
I gotta
It's
stream
gonna
this
be.
to Discord. Look at my stream.
Sorry, I'm actually gonna look at it.
He immediately died.
Let me see. I'm loading it up.
No.
Aw.
Immediately died.
What were you gonna show us?
The chest was right outside the teleporter.
Oh,
bloody.
Sag.
Anyway,
That's
I got the
Sagittarius right there.
achievement.
HAGG,
What achievement?
where's this
The
desert
base link.
base you want?
What?
Desert.
Where do you want
Base
this
link.
desert base?
The desert.
Which desert?
The
Where do I
left
need to go?
one.
What do I need to do?
It's all
I
corrupted.
clicked everything in here, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Which one?
I
are we
clicked
talking?
up there. I clicked right
I'm
there. I
over-
clicked here. I clicked here. I clicked.
No, not
talk
that
to the
one.
girls.
It's on the
I've not
right
talked
side
to
of
Sonia.
a giant
Surprise.
tree.
Oh, there's one over there.
Yeah, actually, let me
Abby, you
get
go to
something
the
real
library
quick.
a lot, right?
I am
There's snow.
concerned.
Not really.
There's
No. Okay.
Let me get something real quick.
It's
You
within
can
walking
walk
distance of my house. But I don't go.
Where is it at?
Speaking of which, you drive here.
Okay.
No.
You should.
I was gonna
Boo.
you.
Imagine not driving.
You need
Okay,
to drive.
so the problem with that,
I've
I don't have a vehicle to drive.
I'm in the exact same boat.
And two,
But like, you gotta do it.
I don't have money to pay for car insurance.
I'm still on my parents.
Yeah, same.
You're
Oh,
on your, you
I'm-
can be on your parents until you turn like 18, right? Or
No,
is it 21?
It's 21.
Yeah.
Like,
I pay for my
What?
car insurance.
Yeah, I'm
What?
18, I see.
Why? You should stay on your parents.
I
Yeah.
think the parents pay for it, but he pays them.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, effectively.
I see.
Oh,
Okay,
That's
because I was
cringe.
say, I was
Which
like,
means-
that's
Well,
Like,
that's what
there's
I
no
would
way that
do.
you should be by yourself, especially if you don't have a vehicle.
Yeah.
That's what I would do anyway. I don't have. it
Also,
yet.
yeah, how are you paying
but
for car
Shelby-
insurance for a car you don't drive?
I don't do that yet.
Okay.
Shelby had to though, so I'm going to have
What
to.
language is this?
Is this English?
English.
Then,
You said
You
to the.
can read it?
Wait,
Uh-huh, I'm
which
fluent
giant
in
tree you
English.
talking about?
That we're
Ethan,
speaking in.
Where are you? What?
Ethan, join green team.
Jabberwock Island is a small island in the Pacific Ocean overlooking paradise. Speaking of paradise, went to Hawaii recently. That was a very fun time.
I want to go to Hawaii so bad.
It's very, very neat. Everything there is super pricey.
I
wow,
want to go to
really?
Pearl Harbor
Hey,
so
I would
bad.
imagine.
That
Oh,
is
Pearl
on my
Harbor
bucket
is so
the place,
cool.
the place
That's on my
absolutely
bucket
corrupted by
list.
tourism is where everything's pricey. I never would have guessed that.
So also, it's because everything there is
it is
imported.
strange, no?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
So that's why
this
it's pricey.
tree.
it's corrupted.
Not this one. God, there's two.
But
The
yeah,
natives hate it, by the way. Just thought I'd let you know. They
Yeah.
hate tourism.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, it makes sense.
Too bad I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Pearl Harbor. You can't stop me.
Taking an L.
Please wait.
But Pearl Harbor was really cool. I went to the USS Missouri and then the Arizona.
We're
Yeah, I want to go see Arizona.
getting darn
Arizona's crazy. Just seeing the wall of names. Just thinking that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, if you actually if you like look at how that whole Pearl Harbor event, it's like it's terrible. Like
Oh yeah.
you saw the warning sign 6
Well?
months, like years before it happens. It's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
It cannot be.
And then thinking that it was probably if it were to happen like that again on
Just
any other
kidding.
day, like the next day, it would have been way worse. Thinking that.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
because
wow.
the USS Enterprise was arriving the next day. So if they had waited one more day, we would lose a carrier, which means we probably would have lost the Battle of Midway, which probably meant that we would have not have survived the first few years of the war. We'd be in a very different world.
Also, no one was on relatively. No
So,
one was
like-
on the boats because it was a weekend.
trying to think of
Except on the USS Arizona.
Yeah.
Everyone was asleep. Also, it's really funny. They detected there was a radar. Okay, two things happened that are just blow my mind. One, a Japanese submarine the day before, no, during the night, got beached on a Hawaiian island by a U.S. destroyer. So technically, and the
It
U.S. destroyer
cannot be.
deployed that destroyer. So technically, on Pearl Harbor, we fired the first shot. However, Japan fired the first shots 3 years ago when they attacked some other port that was American boatmen. So, but anyway, and the second thing, there was a
You are
training
right.
going on for a radar on a mountain. I can't remember which one, but they detected the Japanese air fleet like
Hajime.
100 miles away, and saw it, and they were like, "This is probably a glitch on the radar," and didn't think to call
This is
Pearl Harbor
probably
in.
not what it is.
Oh, and so you have these two radarmen that see the planes coming, and they're like,
It's probably
probably
nothing.
glitch. Yep.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, there's like a couple, and then if you just study this stuff and look, you're just like, why? Also, oh my gosh, why did they put all their battleships in a single line? I mean, yeah, sure, they thought Pearl Harbor wasn't vulnerable to attacks, but really?
They should have learned from the Titanic. Nothing's invulnerable.
Well, the Pearl Harbor is
What's
actually
going
interesting.
on?
Pearl Harbor is a very shallow harbor compared to other port. It's not it's not considered a deep water port. So at the time, torpedoes were thought to be, which was correct. Torpedoes were not a threat to Pearl Harbor. However, the Japanese modified the torpedoes for this exact port to do this exact thing to hit. Yeah. So you took the one strength that the Pearl Harbor has and made it its greatest flaw. It was like, congrats to the Japanese,
bastard.
they did it, but come on.
Come on, man.
Serious?
So for the tour bus guide I had, he was a 30-year member of the
Nope.
Army, or of the
Yeah.
Marines, sorry.
Aw.
And so he was like saying down to the names and minutes that everything happened and exactly
Yeah,
everything.
it's
It was
all-
really
it's
interesting
crazy.
to know
It's
about.
crazy. Like if you look at I can't do that, but like I know there are people who know that stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, they just the Japanese decided to go around the island for a bit to go over the mountains so no one could actually see them.
Yeah.
Like that's
And then they would
That's-
strike. They attacked from, I think it was a 3-pronged attack. They used 3 types of aircraft and they're all designated, each one different mission. That's another thing about Japanese doctrine. They really love complex missions that like they want everything to go perfectly. It's like showtime. That's what happened at Midway. But that's what killed them at Midway.
I actually don't know much about Midway.
Midway's interesting. Do you want to hear a quick rant?
Go for it.
Or no? Alright, cool. So, we're gonna start directly after Pearl Harbor. America has just suffered Pearl Harbor. Their Pacific Fleet is in shambles. Half their boats, or half their battleships are either damaged or sunk. So they're now having to figure out, alright, what's next?
That's right.
The Japanese, directly following, like hours after Pearl Harbor, are now invading the Philippines and a couple other major island nations in the Pacific. So they're doing stuff, and America can't effectively fight back. So the Japanese get the initial victory. They conquer most of the islands. So they get to Papua New Guinea, and they're invading. They're beginning the invasion,
What's
and they're
going
sending
on?
a fleet. I can't remember the two. It's 2 Japanese aircraft carriers. Can't remember. But basically, the only 2 remaining American aircraft carriers have a small No, 2 out of the 3 remaining aircraft carriers have a small skirmish in the Coral Sea, known as the Battle of the Coral Sea. Very interesting. The first time that 2 opposing fleets never saw each other other than aircraft. So we learned a lot actually from that. That happens. We lose a carrier in the process. The Yorktown gets incredibly damaged and is forced to head back to Pearl Harbor. Meanwhile, while that's happening, what is it? Code breakers? They're seeing signs that there's a major operation plan, and the target is called AF. They don't have no idea what AF is.
Shut up!
The lead code breaker is like, I'm pretty sure it's Midway. A hunch is Midway, because he'd been there. He had studied. I think he said he studied the culture, and he had a suspicion that it was AF based on like the coded messages they were receiving. And so they set up a plan. They have Midway radio Hawaii that their water treatment plant something was broken and they need a replacement, and they send it over an unsecure radio frequency. A few days later, they decode a Japanese message that says target AF has broken water treatment plant and it's getting replaced. And so they're like, all right, we know it's Midway.
All right, cool.
Now that the table's set, America now knows that Midway is about to be invaded. Or attacked. They don't exactly know the force, but they do know that there's a massive operation happening. So, and as soon as they finish it up, Yorktown finally arrives at Pearl Harbor and is getting repaired. And I think the lead ship guy, portmaster, whoever, engineer. I can't remember the name, title,
big
whatever. But the big dude, one of the engineers was like, okay, yeah, this is gonna take a couple months before she's battle worthy. And the admiral turns around, he's like, I need the ship in 48 hours, and they do it in 36.
Jeez.
So,
Yeah, it's gonna take a few
they have
months.
this-
Do it now. Okay.
Yeah, they stripped like they only fixed the major components like the flight deck, the catapult, and a couple of the inner cabins and storage rooms. Like, if you look like there was a lot of like just like unnecessary things, like a couple just rooms and stuff that were just completely destroyed. They skipped all that. What it was Yorktown's now that the Yorktown is fixed, they have 3 aircraft carriers. The Japanese are sending 4, unknown to the Americans, the Japanese are sending 4 aircraft carriers to Midway, to attack Midway, and Midway has an airport already on the island, so that counts as an unsinkable airport, or aircraft carriers. Now, it's technically an even fight. The only problem is, one, the Japanese are incredibly experienced at doing this stuff. America is puny.
America's
We're
young.
terrible at this stage in the war. We're like behind Romania in terms of military power.
Oh jeez.
We're awful. Oh yeah, we're awful.
I just
Military
kinda
and
assumed you were
Navy
always
wise,
the
we're not
one.
much. Navy wise, we're not much better. So, hold on. Let me before I do something stupid. Let me make sure I'm saying his name right. Admiral.
Hey,
It's Halsey. Yeah. Okay, Admiral Halsey. I'm pretty sure is the one who, or is it Nimitz? Hold on.
keep your tongue in your mouth.
Commanded
Good song.
My body can't handle a
U.S.
supersonic
forces
meteor rush
headed
like that.
away.
Hello.
I think it's okay. It's
Well,
Nimitz. All right, I'm glad I looked that up. Okay, so Admiral Nimitz is
he
having to
took
plan.
over after the Pearl Harbor
Yes,
attack
he took
because
over after the whole
his guys weren't
debacle. Yes. Yeah, really incompetent. But
They have a statue.
so yeah, I mean, yeah, Nimitz is one of the greatest U.S. admirals to ever.
He was a name I recognize, which is saying something.
Yeah. So yeah, basically he is tasked. He says, "All right, we're gonna have to fight for Midway." Midway is a really key port for the Americans. It's, as the name suggests, midway between the U.S. continent and the Asian continent, or the American continent and Asian continent. So it's a really important staging ground and resupply. It's very strategic. So there's nothing at Midway other than this military port and airfield. That's all there is. It's tiny, but it's incredibly and strategically important. So the U.S. has to deny. If the U.S. loses Midway, they technically would lose control of the Pacific. They would not be able to have the naval dominance that they would need later on to fight the Japanese back. They would have to take back Midway before they could move on to the next. So if they defend Midway, if they win at Midway, they have a very good shot at beating Japan later on in the war. And that's the only shot the Americans have at this point because of Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor completely destroyed the Pacific Fleet, and it's fun. And it's also funny because then America realized, oh wait,
Fine.
aircraft carriers are important. Because they are,
Wait, hold on. We can put our planes on water?
America is kind of stupid at this point. We were one of the last ones to realize that aircraft carriers were actually important in naval
we should
warfare.
build more of these things.
But anyway, continuing. So now the stage is kind of set. So we have 3 American aircraft carriers, and I'm getting attacked by a lot of things. Hold on. Dies on
I don't remember
okay.
that part in the story.
No shit.
Among
Sorry.
Us?
Stage is set. So Japan begins the assault by launching.
So
Hey,
America
bastard.
voted out
Hey,
Japanese
can I-
people.
What? Japan launched the first assault. It's their naval aircraft launched assault in Midway. It tears the place apart. A lot of stuff is destroyed. However, the Americans knew that this was happening because they kept decoding Japanese code. They had known that.
Decoders.
Yeah, so they knew the operation was on the way, and so in anticipation launched most of their strike aircraft, which consists of B-17 bombers and Buffalo fighters, before the launch. So none of the planes were actually destroyed in the airstrike, which is what Japan wanted. So that happened, and they're now, but Japan and the Japanese pilots realize, hey, there are no fighters. Like, there are no enemy planes here. What's going on? A few hours, there's a cloud. It's an angry cloud.
I don't believe it!
I actually got Nimbus Rod.
Yeah, I
It's
just
an
got the
angry
Nimbus
cloud.
Rod. I literally
can I-
just got the Nimbus Rod.
Oh, can I have that?
Yeah.
This one on my
Where,
chest.
where you at?
Just head to the desert. I'm just kind of
Actually,
chilling here,
Jacob,
killing
just go
things.
look around my chest.
We're learning
I
what
think I
happened
have
in
one.
in
Hang on, I'll
Midway,
just throw it
Midway.
there. Yeah, I'm away.
I know I
you
got
keep
one
telling your
myself.
story. I'm gonna go get the Nimbus Rod review.
All right. So, first attack happens. Japan, devastating damage to Midway.
but
But
also not.
no, but not. That's not. They do not knock out the like Midway lives. So it's so America wins technically the first battle. I just got another Nimbus Rod.
What are their modifiers?
I got demonic and Nimbus Rod.
What's
I'll
going
take the
on?
demonic one.
I wonder if I'm gonna find
Yeah,
one.
you'll take the demonic one. What's next? I keep getting distracted by Nimbus Rods.
That's not a bad
really
thing.
annoying.
Yeah,
I'll
I
wear,
wouldn't
like,
say that's a very bad thing at all.
Well, it's a good weapon.
I need Phantom die.
Who knows?
So the Americans now strike back. They reverse engine. They're basically kind of like reverse engineer where the Japanese came from based on where the Japanese appeared. So like if they appeared in the west, you would know the Japanese Navy or the aircraft carriers in the west. So they follow. The B-17, I think it's B-17s, find the Japanese fleet, aircraft carriers, and attempts to bomb them because the Army Air Force had claimed that this is the most accurate bomber in the world. They
It's
lied. No. Well, it actually is pretty accurate, but the problem is that you're dropping the bombs 3 miles above them, and so the Japanese spotters could see the bombs falling, and as the bombs drop, they can be like, okay, turn right, and then they're fine. Or
It's like,
turn
oh,
to starboard.
hey,
And so they don't have to
But we
worry
got a new
about it.
bomb. If you want to turn
Yeah,
us
so-
around just a bit.
The bombing happens. Oh, here's the Nimbus Rod.
I have some stingers.
Yeah. Bombing happens. They return back to base. I killed my 50th raincoat zombie.
Silence.
This happened.
Everything's happening.
A lot of things
Everything's
are happening.
happening.
I'm talking about Midway. I'm talking about one of the greatest naval battles in World War II, as well as fighting off a bunch of mobs trying to attack me. This is great. I love today. First strike happens. Nothing happens. Nothing kind of serious happens. So the Japanese are.
Punish you.
They regroup they get their aircraft back from the strike and they're rearming them. The plan calls for them to be equipped with what I think it's land munition. Yeah, with land munition to go attack Midway again.
What's going on?
However, as that's happening, a Japanese spotter plane. So it's like 2 hours. It takes hours for this rearming process to happen. Halfway through, which is about 2 hours through,
Hey.
a Japanese naval spotter plane spot the 3 American aircraft carriers east of. There's a demon eye and it wants me dead. East of Midway, and the Japanese thought those were gone. They thought they only had 2. Oh no, the Yorktown's here. So yeah, the Japanese are like, hey, hold on. There's one more aircraft carrier than they're supposed to. We're gonna have to deal with that.
What
So,
was that doing there?
So the admiral, it's the Japanese admiral, and honestly, this is a stupid failure. This admiral's really stupid. I don't know why Yamamoto didn't he's not leading the charge, which he's like the best. He's the greatest. I just got Rain Song. Awesome.
Nice.
He's the greatest, almost the greatest admiral in the world. He's the one who orchestrated the Pearl Harbor attack, although he was like, yeah, this is a bad idea. He still did it, but he's like, this is a bad idea.
We need history class.
He gives command to a different admiral who believes the battleship is the greatest ship in the world, and that aircraft carriers are secondary. So he doesn't quite understand how aircraft carriers work. But
he's just like, yeah, I just never learned that in school.
He knows how they work, but he doesn't know like the doctrine behind it.
Wait, they're
He has a
boats?
different philosophy.
Was that the
but-
6 a.m. noise?
So halfway through this land land rearmament, he's like, okay, we're gonna have to go attack those aircraft carriers. We're gonna switch to naval armament, like naval bombs and torpedoes to take these out. So that's happening.
And does that not work
it's
with aircraft?
No,
carriers?
well, it's a terrible idea because now you have to unarm the aircraft that are already armed with land munitions, as well as arm the munitions, arm the waiting ones, plus the ones. So, there's a lot, as you can already tell, there's a lot of chaos going on underneath the ground. And so there's a lot of haste that's being done, and unfortunately, for the Japanese, they're not properly stowing. Oh, hey, traveling merchant. They're not properly stowing the.
Jacob, can you check if you have the celestial whatever? Celestial magnet.
How
Yeah. They're not properly stowing the bombs, the land bombs, in the proper areas that are bomb-proof. They're just kind of letting them sit on the flight deck and in the corner.
here. No one shoot it.
So most of the aircraft carriers are now tinder boxes, and it literally takes a single spark to blow up.
Life analyzer.
During this time, there are 2 flights of strike. No, there are 3 strike flights that are currently happening. One from the U.S. Enterprise, based on torpedoes, that are sent to attack. All 3 are sent to attack the Japanese carriers. They know where they are. Unfortunately, the American air controllers sent them in different directions. So the naval aircraft. So the naval aircraft, or the torpedo bombers got the correct coordinates. The other 2 dive bomber squadrons, the more important ones, didn't. So that happened. So the dive bombers are trying to figure out where to go. There's another hour before that though, a U.S. submarine which spotted the Japanese fleet, was chased off by a Japanese destroyer, and this took about an hour. But this destroyer is now is trying to catch back up to the Japanese fleet because the Japanese fleet moved on, and yet that Japanese destroyer just kind of sat there and had to deal with the submarine. So he's flying back. The U.S. one of the U.S. strike force from the Yorktown, as they're heading over the strike zone, they see in the distance a single smoke ship wake on the horizon, and it's this Japanese destroyer, and the lead's like, this destroyer is probably heading back to the main fleet, so they follow the destroyer, and sure enough, there's the entire Japanese aircraft carrier fleet, the literal heart of the Japanese Navy, sitting right in front of them. As they approach, the torpedo bombers are already attacking, and they unfortunately get slaughtered. American torpedo planes are gruesome. They're not good at all. Yeah, torpedo bombers, they're not.
No idea they existed. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, they are slow, unreliable, and their torpedoes, half of them detonate. They are not checked for spec. America's torpedo bomber force is a sad bunch at the beginning of the war. So unfortunately, they do no damage to the Japanese fleet on their first attack. However, because half of the Zero force is now of the Japanese fighter force. Sorry, I said Zero, but you probably don't understand what Zero is. Half the Japanese fighter force is now at wave top level dealing with Japanese bombers when the Yorktown dive bombers show up at 3 miles above them. There's nothing the Zeros can do. The Americans have showed up uncontested. Fortunately, at the exact same time that the Yorktown dive bombers show up, the USS Lexington dive bombers show up at the exact same time at a different attack vector. You now have 2 dive bomber squadrons from different angles attacking at the same time. The Japanese gunners cannot mass concentrate fire on a single squadron. They have to spread out their fire. They're in trouble. The first, let's see. Hold on, what's the first aircraft carrier to go? Hold on. Midway's like insane. There's never been a point in any war where you can say, yeah, the tide of turn flipped at this exact battle. Like, it's incredible how, like, America was losing. Okay, yeah. In 3 minutes, America was losing the war. The next 3 minutes go by, America is now winning the war. That's how fast that's how crazy this battle is. let me.
This makes
Japan.
me want to go back and watch over simplified videos and then just go watch it in depth.
I highly suggest watching. There's a movie called Midway. I highly suggest that. That accurately portrays everything that I am talking about, and it's amazing. I absolutely love that movie.
And?
Yeah, I know 4 aircraft carrier 3, 4. Where's the losses? I want to make sure I have this right. Don't wanna. Yep. You switched the land attack. Yep. Of a single. Oh, it's the single carrier. Oh, that's right. Because I haven't spotted the other one yet. So my bad. But where is it? Attacks on the Japanese fleet. Japanese air. I want to make sure I'm doing this at the correct time.
What's happening in the game right now is we learned that 2 of the peeps went behind our back to tie up someone who tried to kill someone else earlier. To which
I forgot you were playing Danganronpa.
My
Yeah, yeah,
spiders are killing things in the background.
Look, history.
Yeah,
I prefer
other guy
history
you
lesson
stream.
with Ethan.
Got it.
I'm paying someone.
Might as well change the
Danganronpa
thumbnail
is
and
kind of
title.
lame.
All right, I have it. So
Ethan talks about history while Danganronpa plays in the background.
I'm paying attention to both, so I can make comments on it when needed. Why is she
I
eating?
see.
I got an umbrella hat.
Why was
I have
there
so
white
much
liquid?
equipment.
Why was
Just
there a
take-
white liquid dripping from her mouth?
Saliva?
I now have 74 gold. This is great.
I think you can get your head
that's
out of
it?
the gutter.
Okay. I can't. Wikipedia does not organize
Oh,
any
look,
of
a
this
blizzard.
well.
I'm playing Mario Kart 8
I just
Deluxe.
need a quick.
I am playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Gang killer.
Yeah, I know they lost 4 fleet carriers. Which ones were they?
What were they called?
Because there were 3 that died in the first strike, and then something stupid happened, and another stupid thing
Damn it,
happened, and then
juicy
there's a giant worm
Stupid
attacking
thing
me.
1, stupid thing 2.
Just
Alright, I need to heal.
don't get hit.
Gang.
Yeah, I got hit. Japanese carrier second midway. Got it.
Huh?
I believe it's the Agaki, Sagai, and Sori that were killed first. I can't tell you the order. But basically, the flagship. I think the flagship.
Bastard!
No, it wasn't the flagship. The flagship was the last one to go.
Shut up!
The first of 3 aircraft carriers are killed by the Lexington strike,
What'd you say?
I believe. I can't remember exactly which one's killed who, but basically the first Japanese aircraft carrier takes a direct hit, 2 direct hits, sorry, and is completely set ablaze, and it takes massive flooding damage. It's scuttled really quick later on because there's too much damage. It can't survive. The second takes, I think, the similar fate, takes 2 or 3 bomb hits, set ablaze, and I think it just sinks. It's taken so much damage. The third is the craziest.
Not leave a ship in very good position. Just saying.
Condition? Yeah.
Taking a few bombs may hurt him.
Well, no, actually, so I'll get onto it because that's something that happens later on, and I'll.
Spoilers!
Spoilers.
No. There's another part of the story. This attack happens, but the Japanese strike back.
No, they just sit there and take it.
Yeah, they sit there.
The Japanese known for sitting there, taking it, and then retreating. Yeah.
Yep.
Fighting to
That
the
sounds
last
exactly
second breath.
like what they
Not the French.
The
yeah,
final,
yeah.
the third aircraft, the third of 4 deaths.
Matthew, that's so
Matthew's
true.
right though.
The French are just. Oh my gosh, there's a story. Okay, I can't.
The French are a different breed.
We're gonna finish
The
this one
French
first. We're gonna finish
are
this story
so
first.
stupid. The French are so stupid. Anyway,
Wow.
the third,
Everyone
they
knows
are
it.
the third and final Japanese aircraft carrier to get sunk on this attack takes a single 1 bomb hit directly into the hangar bay and completely explodes the whole ship because it hits because of the rearmament process now happening on all 4 aircraft carriers. A single hit lands directly onto a couple of bombs. Those bombs detonate a couple planes. Those planes, with their fuel, detonate a couple more bombs. And the chain reaction happens. The entire aircraft carrier blows up.
That's gotta be like
And is
really
in a
cool to
single
see.
hit. And so yeah, within 3 minutes, the entire core of the Japanese Navy is just gone. It's a smoking wreck. Other than 1 aircraft carrier that survived the whole ordeal. I'm getting this gold. Can't stop me.
So they have one left,
So
and we still have
they
all
have
three.
we have all three. So this admiral though is like, I could retreat, save my remaining aircraft carrier because Japan doesn't really have a very good industry. We can't really make a whole lot of
Warning.
aircraft carriers real fast. But why not? We're just gonna but YOLO. We're gonna go attack the Japanese. We're gonna go attack
YOLO.
We're gonna go
YOLOing in a
attack the
war
American
seems
force.
not the best idea.
I mean, that's basically what it was.
That's a
It
Hail
wasn't really
Mary.
that, But that's basically like the best way to
I
describe
know
it.
it's just a Hail
So
Mary.
the Japanese launch an attack, and they find the USS Yorktown. The Yorktown takes multiple direct hits, and after if you read about it, it's like a really fierce fight to save the ship, like multiple hours.
Mhm.
The captain finally is like, oh, we're gonna have to abandon ship, and so the USS Yorktown is one of like the only few major losses the Americans have during this battle, and then they retaliate by the remaining 2 aircraft carriers launch an attack on the final Japanese aircraft carrier and is sunk because the aircraft carrier instead of retreating, launched that final attack. So now Japan only has 2 aircraft carriers left in their entire navy. They've
Yeah, but
lost.
they're cool with that, right?
No, they're not. So
Dang.
in this single battle alone, they've lost basically the core of
Yep.
their navy. Most of their
Hey.
of their veteran, like top aces, pilots, the most experienced guys, all dead. They lose I think the admiral does die. I think they die in.
Warning.
Hey, no, wait,
What
no,
the
Jacob,
frick?
JGG, no,
You
no.
really don't like that sound effect.
Huh?
I'm so glad that I can't hear anything.
You mean see
Sorry,
the Terraria chat?
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was the
I did
Terraria
the sound
chat.
effect, and I went, uh-oh.
Oh, I didn't like the sound effect Hajime made.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Morning.
But yeah,
With
I
extra
highly
moan.
suggest if you ever have like some free time, go watch
Hey.
go watch Midway, the movie, if you have that much free time, or just like quickly like study Midway, because it's crazy like how fast
Yep.
like the tide of war turned in like a single battle. It's words almost can't describe it. It's crazy. Okay, yeah. So the second story, real quick, because someone mentioned French.
Yeah.
So
I
hate the
would
French.
love to hear war fails about the French.
okay. Oh yeah, this is a total war fail.
Yes.
And especially on the intelligence side. So, as I think most of y'all know, Germany's known for blitzkrieg.
Mhm.
It's also known for
and-
other stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah,
That's why I said
yeah,
mostly.
and something very important called World War II and Hitler. Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Hitler,
Hey, no.
Hitler did a lot of things.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Failed art school.
Man did fail art school.
How do you fail art
So-
school?
The first, so it's we're
Hey
gonna
man,
start-
drawing a straight line is kind of
You
difficult.
beat Hitler, that's how you fail art school.
Hey.
So we're gonna start at the beginning when Hitler is thinking about how to invade France, because they just invaded Poland and a phony war's going on where France and England are at war with Germany, but no one does anything. They
Yeah.
literally just sit around for a couple months and just kind of stare
Like,
at
no,
each
no,
other.
no,
att-
don't you do that.
no attacks happen. Well, a few attacks happen, but they go nowhere on the Allied side. They literally just kind of like take J trips into Germany and then just kind of head back home.
Ooh, yeah.
Basically-
Look at these toys.
Basically, it's really it's just sightseeing tours. But during this time, Hitler and his high command, they're deciding how to invade Germany, or invade France. Most of the generals are opposed to doing this because they're not like wrong in assessing this. France has the single largest military in the entire world at this point, with over 1 million soldiers.
I'm sorry. The French have the largest military.
Yeah,
France.
Yes. France has the largest military at this moment in time. They have over 1 million soldiers.
And they still are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they still throw.
Yeah.
They still know how to frick it up.
Yeah, I mean, granted, they're not all in Europe. Like most of them are in France. Some of them are on the Italian border, and others are in North Africa with their colonies. But like France, massive amounts of French army never actually saw combat in World War II, even though they got invaded. Yeah, food for thought. Anyway,
Weird.
so, but yeah, the German generals are like, hey, this is not a good idea.
Hey,
And
what
rightfully so. There's not a whole like statistically, if you look at it, France has more tanks, France has more infantry, France has the Maginot Line, which is this crazy defensive structure or complex that spans the entire German-French border, and the United Kingdom is ready to invade. Belgium says, hey, no, you're not allowed to be in our your first army is not allowed to be in our territory until the Germans attack, mainly because they don't want to instigate the war, which is good for them.
What are you saying?
It's the somewhat smart move.
But I mean, at this point,
But Britain has all of their infantry on the Belgian border, so as soon as the Germans invade, they just flood into Belgium to help defend it.
Yeah.
So they have this whole plan, and the German High Command is like, yeah, this is not a good idea. We're outnumbered, we're outgunned. Like the only thing we have, and they have more air force, like they have more aircraft than us. They have a bigger air force. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, this is not a good idea. Until one general, hold on, let me make sure. I'm gonna see if I can find his name.
certain general did something.
General.
As we find out, something is weird.
Planned invasion of.
I killed that little thing with my glorified
General
armor,
Dwight D. General Dwight D. Has.
and yeah, that dropped something quite interesting.
But Sherman
General Abraham Lincoln.
Ah, here we go. Eric von Manstein.
The corruption king.
Oh, fuck.
Eric von Manstein proposes to do the well, okay, hold on, back it up. I'm getting ahead of myself. So they know Hitler's pretty bent on invading France. So they so most of the high command purposely shows Hitler, like, says, hey, this is a good military strategy. It's the same idea that they had in World War I, where they would beat the German, where they would invade the Low Countries, Netherlands and Belgium, and Luxembourg, and then go into France through there. It's literally the exact same. And Hitler's like, really? And so most of the high command is like, yeah, we should do this, it's a good idea. Until one general, which is Erich von Manstein, he's like, hey, I've got an idea.
What is
most of the generals are like, hey, or try to shut him up, but he goes directly to Hitler to outline his plan.
I shall now present.
Okay, thanks.
Directly to Hitler. Okay.
He goes to Hitler and he lays out this plan, which is to attack through the Ardennes, which is a very heavily forced region on the borders of Belgium, West Germany, and northern France. It's incredibly heavily wooded. It is what the Allies' intelligence says is impassable to tanks. There's only, and they're correct to think that there's only little tiny country roads that you have. There's no major highways. There's no way for good logistical purposes, and so the Allies intelligence like there's really no point in putting up major defenses here because it's already impenetrable by army. This German general's like, yeah, no, we're gonna attack through this. And so he devises a plan. So he devises a two-part plan. The first part is to invade the Low Countries, as the high command, most of the high command was saying they should do, as a diversion tactic to get the British forces near Belgium to invade Belgium and to help defend there. However, they know that the swivel point, the joint of that defense, is a hold on. Let me get a Google map. Google Maps. I want to make sure I have this correct.
With the resources.
Yeah, I know.
We've been told
I
to
gotta
play Dnganronpa inside Dnganronpa. It's Dnganronpa Inception. Dnganception.
I get it. I got mixed with the word Dnganronpa and Inception. Wow, that's so funny and creative.
Thank you. It's called Twilight Syndrome.
This game is gonna be your next
Investigation.
motive. The motive
Where
you
is
mentioned,
town?
after all. I'm
Where's
get
this
bored if the next
The sedan, I think. I think it's sedan, but I don't know.
Could it be?
Anyway,
Actually,
between the border, it's right on the corner between No, it's not Luxembourg. What am I doing? It's over here.
It's a vulnerable part of the defense.
I wish I could find it. Can't really find it right now. It's the corner. It's where the Maginot Line ends, and there's a major. And the beginning of British defenses happens. Like past this certain point, the French are defending, and in this certain point, the British are. So it's joint. It's between two Germans. Who's talking?
are you
Zach.
sure about this?
Oh, what is this?
Hey,
Try it out.
Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
what is it?
It's the
I
twins thing.
gave him my optics.
Oh, the optic staff. Yeah, that's incredibly good. It's a very good summon.
So it's this joint. It's this weak point. And so Germany's like, okay, yeah. This general's like, okay, yeah. We're gonna send a diversionary strike to get the British to go one way, and then we're gonna punch our entire rest of the military through this single town, through this single forest, and cut off the
We're really
line.
just gonna make sure we get everything in there.
Anyway.
And Hitler's just like, yes, I like this. Mainly because it was really
Right.
bold. And
I
so,
would love just to see a sketch where Hitler's just like, yes, do that, go.
like that.
Go,
Anyway,
little German boy, you
and
got
so Hitler sends the
Oh,
orders to
no,
high
German
command.
boy, don't go into the weed cave. Oh my god, it is a cave full of blood smoking.
So anyway, Hitler is setting the orders out for this, and so they prepare, the forces, and the day happens. It's the start of the invasion of France, and they invade the Low Countries. British does exactly what the British do: invade Belgium and let the Netherlands to defend those places. And Germany launches the Panzer Strike straight, sends their entire elite part of their army straight through this forest.
huh?
And it's pretty cool. However, as mentioned earlier, there's only small county roads, so it's a giant 50-mile traffic jam of just German armor and supplies and troops just sitting on roads waiting for the very few in the front to get through. So it's a fatal funnel situation is happening. So here comes this French observation plane
Ahem.
and flies directly over this
Please
50-mile
return to your
convoy
rooms
and spots it and radios back to headquarters. Hey, there's a 50-mile convoy. There's a 50. I'm heading back home. Bye.
Go to the arena. Go to the arena. Go to the arena.
Nope. I'm just gonna sit here in the mushroom biome.
Oh, this is great.
So this French observation plane spots this this giant German traffic jam of just armor and troops and supplies, and radios back in. Hey, there's a giant. Hey, the Germans are here and they're going to attack through the Ardennes. The French high command is just like, no, that's not
no, there
correct.
isn't.
There's no way. It's impassable. You're just seeing things. That is literally what they did.
Let's
they're
go,
like,
France.
They're like, nope, this is impossible. This doesn't happen. Well, funny enough,
They were on dangerous amounts of copium.
For real.
actually they were. That is not a joke. The frontline
coked up.
units that were spearing it were using drugs. They would not feel tired for 3 straight days, day and night, pushing the French back. I am not joking. That is a legit thing that happened in World War II. Not talked
They
about.
were on dangerous amounts of copium.
Yeah, they were. I actually know about that one.
This is they used this. So for 3 days, because they were like, yeah, it's better to have a massive hangover than be dead.
Well,
so
why are they over there?
Unfortunately,
They're right.
we just lost the guy in nurse.
It's France after all.
Jacob, come to me.
Having
So-
hangovers, what they do.
I'm in a box right now.
So yeah, that's happening.
If you want to join, so be it.
So yeah, the French,
Fill it
the
back
French
up.
spotter plane sees it. You could just send like a couple aircraft to bomb it, and it'd completely destroy the entire. Like
I should do it.
Germany would have lost if like a bomb strike happened, like a bombing
If
squadron.
France wasn't
bombed.
incompetent.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, this doesn't happen. And for 3 days and nights, the drugged up German army is just charging day and night, completely destroying everything in their path. And they're able to take a critical bridge that was by the French, which is like, yep, this is completely impassable. They capture it in 3 days. And quickly following that, the German armor is now charging into the open fields of North France. And just, there's nothing in between them and Paris and the Channel. And
So
so
the Germans are in Paris.
not yet.
The Germans are in Paris.
The Germans go into Paris.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I need to
guess
know.
you
I
forgot
need to know
about
who's in Paris, because right now I'm thinking it's the
Not
Germans.
right now, it's they're not even there. They're
Wait a
in the
minute.
Channel. But there's a funny thing that happens. So this happens. The penetration happens into from the Ardennes, captures this town, and the Germans start heading towards the Channel along this river, cutting off the British from the French. And so the British are about to be surrounded. However, the German armor is just charging. They're going faster than their infantry, so there's a big old 10-mile gap between, or like not even that. I think it's larger. I think it's a 25-mile gap between the German divisions and the German infantry, and the British know about this, and they're like, "Hey, we should attack here, so we don't have to, so we aren't surrounded." The British High Command is just like, "No, retreat.
No.
We need you to
You're
get to Dunkirk." And so there was actually a small attack that was initiated by Matilda III's, and they were actually successful for a while until they hit a couple of Flak 88s, which destroyed a few, and they were forced to retreat. But if there'd been a mass attack, it would actually be a pretty different story.
They're constantly stealing from my
Still
spot.
won, but yeah. So yeah, so based on French and British
Where'd he go?
incompetence,
He just
So
died.
So what I'm gathering is the French were so high
What the heck just happened?
that they
Well, no, the
literally
Germans were.
could not think of a good idea when it was
Flying
presented
Dutchmen just
straight to
spawned and they just instantly
Yeah,
died.
the logical thing to
Yeah,
do,
it
which was
is.
to bomb that convoy, yeah, they were like, nope.
them. Nope. Copium.
So yeah, there's a lot of
This is
just
great.
failures in history.
There's
I
a
mean,
lot of
Americans.
French.
I mean, all sides of the war had that. For instance, the Battle of the Bulge was an
Okay,
absolute terrible
but
idea.
France. But it's France.
But France.
Another one.
The French, actually, it's kind of interesting. Because the French, I don't know why the French army completely capitulated. Kind of weird. But the French citizens were like,
Oh, shoot.
no, we're not dealing with this. So that's why the resistance started happening, and that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
There's some crazy things that happened there. And a couple war crimes. A lot of war crimes.
Love war crimes.
Dang it, Gestapo.
A good amount.
German
Not
Gestapo.
healthy amount.
Dylan, are you encouraging terrorism on your
I am not.
No, terrorism is
Terrorism
Look,
is awful.
listen,
Terrorism is not war
state-sponsored
crime.
though.
state-sponsored terrorism though by Iran. Yes, that is fine. Anyway,
As long as it's the government committing the,
As long as the
Exactly.
government's committing the war crime.
it's okay.
Still a war crime.
exactly, state-sponsored terrorism.
Isn't that how war crimes are committed by the government?
Yes.
True.
No.
As long as
Well,
it's,
yes and no.
Yes.
as long as it's a country committing terrorism,
And you
it's okay.
Bye, Liam.
Is
So
that what
anyway,
you were saying,
Sorry
Dylan?
to bore
What?
everyone but Dylan out with military history, but yes,
Hajime,
there are a lot of stuff like that.
could it be?
That it's shocked.
Did you
I'm
take
surprised
time
we
out
don't
of your
study it
busy
more.
Day to bring some food to little old
I don't
me?
like that
Wow,
this man is
I'm
into
so
bondage.
Okay, but
As
I
you
also
can
don't
see,
like it.
I can't exactly greet you with my full
Shut your
hospitality,
mouth.
But
Look,
feel free to relax.
okay, it's not something.
He's not hot.
But like,
Apparently, you're just into bondage.
no, that's not.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Anyway, Dylan, if you have any other World War II related questions, I'm here to answer those.
Seems
So
like
that's
it.
the stuff that's the stuff that.
Who's
time
Adolf
period-
Hitler?
Get out of here, cat.
Huh? What
Adolf
happened?
Hitler was a
Your
guy.
face looks kind of scared.
He failed art school.
I didn't
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Chris.
failed
He's a
art
funny
school,
mustache.
He
got
actually
really
loved
mad
art.
in 1 and 2.
He really loved art.
And he hated
Yeah.
his dad. Really loved
Come
art.
on, eat it.
People hated his art because it was
Oh,
bad.
Is
couple-
that-
Not going to
is
feed
that why
me.
they
There's a
set
couple
the
stories about that, like
pain
cat.
Well,
There's a
that-
couple stories about that.
His
That's
dad
about
punched him severely.
Was he the reason why there was painting traps?
I was
He
really embarrassed
felt
to
really
ask
good
a girl
about,
to feed me.
uh,
So I'm glad you're the one who
Austrians. He was like, yeah. Is that right?
Yeah, but that's because the Austrians
I've seen it
wanted
here.
to be.
And
Well,
then he
the
decided
Austrians.
to make a
Anyway,
religion off
what
of it.
happened to my hero?
Oh, you're talking about that?
She
Oh,
was
that's
saying
something
she had
else.
some
Hold on.
business to take
It's
care
something
of?
like that. Hold on.
Huh?
It's the SS.
That's what I remember.
He liked
oversimplified
blonde
Hitler.
hairs.
I heard about
Yeah, there was a master race
Highlight
according to
syndrome murder case,
to
was it?
Hitler,
I had
and
one
so
of
he
them.
lost.
I
The
really
SS
liked
was
that game a lot.
actually the part of this
Don't change the
so-called
subject.
master race
Blonde
or the
hair,
whole religion thing.
blue eyes.
5 foot something, 5'10".
5 foot something. I can't remember the
Oh, well.
Little
exact height.
German
I'm a
boy.
little disappointed.
Yeah.
Oh no, little German
It's
boy.
not like you
Also,
Don't go
they-
into the
he-
weed
Don't go into
cave.
Poland.
that's standing right in front of you.
Also,
my
he
God.
really
my
wanted to
God,
exterminate
Hitler
all
is
of
a
Russia.
Planning not to play the game? Do you think Monaco
There's a lot.
just
Yeah,
let
Hitler
that
was
slide?
kind of crazy in a few things.
Not really.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is-
just crazy.
Yeah, the
I
new
should be
get a
good.
few bolts
After
loose.
all.
That's insane.
Hope Springs
Bolts-
will
yeah,
make
maybe
you
a
front
screw.
despair.
I never would have guessed that.
Nah, fam. His entire
What
head was
other-
off his body.
What other hold on. What other failures are there?
Hitler was born.
I mean that
Pretty
too.
big one.
But like the
Oh,
German
yeah.
army made a lot of bad decisions during World War II.
Okay, let's talk about the
Well,
Italians.
Hey, Hajime, weren't you
Italians.
planning
and
to
two,
feed me?
right?
Hey,
Italians in World War
Hajime.
One were fighting Germany.
Yeah. World War II. I
No,
meant.
wait, they changed sides.
Yeah.
They changed sides both wars.
Just like, oh wait, we're losing.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's actually what
They're
happened both
imposters.
times. Let's see. Italy in World War II was pretty stupid. They invaded Ethiopia, which why they completely failed on every major front. They were not good. Yeah, Italy was kind of just the
Doesn't
According
they
to
also
Chur-
exit the
Italy
menu
was
and
the
change
mentally
teams?
stunted younger brother of.
according to Winston Churchill, Italy was the soft underbelly of Europe.
Yeah.
Ethan, didn't Italy also exit the menu and change teams?
Yes.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, that happened. But that's just the classic Italian thing to do.
True.
If you're
Classic
part of the
Italians.
French, you just
But although,
can't do anything right.
it-
If you're
the
an
warning
Italian, you
signs-
don't have any allegiances.
yeah,
if you're
the warning
German,
signs
you're
that
probably
were
racist.
happening. There were a lot of warning
Can
signs that were
confirm.
happening in Germany, and actually the Germans were ready for whenever the Italians did switch sides. They disarmed as soon as it happened. They disarmed a lot of Italian divisions really quick. So they knew it was coming.
Yep.
Yeah. They're just like, we've seen you do this before.
Yeah. Also, hold on, I think Matthew said Hitler, or Germany made a lot of mistakes. I mean, every side of the
Yes.
war made mistakes. Germany
True.
lost. The reason there are a couple. Germany lost because Hitler.
Hitler
wanted
made two
total
crucial
control.
mistakes, right?
He made
withdrew
well. The
troops.
first. The first one was taking direct control of the army. That was his first
True.
mistake. You do not centralize command like that. That's also what. And also, in the invasion of Russia, he diverted.
Oh yeah, he went to war with Russia. That's
Yeah.
the second big mistake.
In the winter.
Not really. Well,
No,
the
you
winter.
can't invade
Okay.
Russia.
You can't invade Russia in the winter.
No, he didn't invade Russia in the winter. He invaded Russia in early spring, which was the optimal time.
Which
and
is like
so that's
still
why-
winter. But like,
No, because it was directly after the winter fall,
It's
and
still
so as
winter.
the ground was hardening, that's whenever Germany launched the invasion, and so they're actually doing really well. Two things that happened that completely crushed, or really three, but the third
Well?
one's minor. Three things that really just it was doomed to fail from the start. One, Hitler was completely
Let's go.
overconfident and said, "Oh yes, by the Russian winter we will conquer all of Russia, and therefore Russia will capitulate, and therefore we do not need to have winter clothing and supplies ready for our troops for the winter.
True.
All 1 million." The second one
Right,
was
though.
he outlined. Okay, this is the weirdest thing. He outlined that Leningrad and I think Stalingrad had to be captured before the German army could capture Moscow. And that's puzzling. It's pretty strange. Stalingrad was actually an add-on. It was supposed to be Leningrad, then Moscow, but then Hitler was just like, that town has Stalin in the name. I want to capture it. That's honestly the only reason why he went
Base.
after Stalingrad.
Based,
Base.
honestly.
Only reason. So, the third one was he kept demanding direct control of the German army, which was a problem because he's sitting here hundreds of miles, like, 1,000 miles away from the front line, in his nice eagle's nest up here in the mountains of
Not really.
Austria. Well, I mean, he hated it, but I'm just using that as an example. And while the generals on the front line are having to like deal with like what's happening on the front, they're the ones that know how. But Hitler kept overriding commands by his generals because he thought those generals were going to try and sabotage me. He was getting paranoid. And so during the Battle of Stalingrad, or the Stalingrad was the first issue because he was like,
This is Stalin.
we know that there's a bunch of oil fields in the Caucasus mountain region of Russia, and we really need that oil because the Americans are bombing us pretty heavily, and we're losing a lot of supplies from that. But we should just go invade Stalingrad just for the memes, just so because it has
Just for the
Stalin.
lols.
Just because it has Stalin in it.
But
we will
there,
go.
he did say that.
It's weird that Stalin gets a city named after him, and that stayed, and Hitler does not.
No, Stalingrad is renamed to Volgograd.
Yes, but like it was named after.
I mean,
It's
it
crazy
was.
that
I
Hitler
mean,
never did that.
I think Hitler wanted to, and later. I think he had I guarantee it would have happened later, but
This
first
is
needed
Hitler Town.
Hitler Town.
Hitler
Anyway,
City.
this is basically Berlin. Anyway, so yeah, there's a couple. The German army was actually a really impressive force. They were very good. The problem is that it quickly became from a decentralized kind of command to a very, very centralized command, where a lot of things had to be run by Hitler before they could actually happen. For instance, during the Normandy landings, there was an entire SS Panzer division just kind of sitting in Paris, or no, like just off the.
They were in Paris?
No, they weren't in Paris. Shut up. They were in Normandy during the landings. And so, but the problem was Hitler had said, "Oh yes, you have to ask me, and I have to give you permission before you launch this Panzer division to any sort of invasion." Well, the Normandy landings happen, and as they're happening, none of the aides want to wake up Hitler because he's Hitler, and
Because
so
he's Hitler. Yeah,
at noon that day,
You gonna kill
Hitler
him?
finally wakes up. One of the aides is like, "Hey, there's an invasion going on in Normandy."
Oh,
Hitler's
by
like,
the way,
"No," and Hitler's just like,
No, there
"No,
isn't.
that's a diversion invasion. The real invasion's happening at Calais." So yeah, the authorization does not go through for the Panzer Division to attack the Americans still on the beachhead, and if that would have happened, the paratroopers don't have a lot of anti-tank stuff, so they would have probably not survived. And then they would have gone to the beach. And then the Americans it would have been a very hard time for the Allies to get off that beachhead. So
but no, they weren't.
Yeah.
That was just a diversion.
yeah, it was just a diversion. It wasn't a real landing, guys. It wasn't the real one. It's
It
just a
was fake.
diversion. It's a fake. It's a decoy. Yeah, that's honestly
Just
what
not
happened.
real.
Oh my gosh, there's just so many
It'd be
things.
cringe
like,
if we fell for that.
There's just so
True.
many things like that I read and like really.
Really dumb
Seriously.
things that people do.
Yeah, and like on all sides. For instance, America during the Pearl Harbor thing. Oh my gosh, really? You saw the warning signs like 6 months in
You
advance.
literally saw them.
You
It
literally
is
saw the
now
planes coming, and this guy's just like,
You saw them
Eh,
practicing.
Your rooms and relax.
there's
Let
just
the
so
sound
much.
of the ocean gently
And
rock
also
you to
the whole
sleep.
the
Now then, sweet dreams,
island thing.
everyone.
Why, MacArthur?
Good
I know you said you wanted to go to the
night.
Philippines, but why?
But what if?
Oh my god, it would have been a lot easier if we just did the island hopping campaign as the Navy said, instead of doing your way and invading every single island and trying and murdering. Oh my god. War probably would have been 6 months shorter, and the atomic bombs probably wouldn't have dropped. Well, I say that. I don't know. I haven't really decided about that one. That one's pretty hard.
It's like, what if like we don't do that?
The atomic bomb droppings, in my opinion, were probably the best idea. That's probably the best option America had, and even like former government officials from the Japanese government afterward were like, yeah, that was probably a smart thing to do, because if not, we probably would have had a bloody civil war.
Anyway.
Because children, like 7-year-olds, were being trained to have sharpened bamboo sticks and stab the American soldiers in school. Yeah, it's not fun. That time, Japan during the 1944-1945 period is not a good place to be. It's very interesting. Everyone, it's, yeah. So the atomic bomb, although horrific in all accounts, probably saved millions of lives on both sides. So, like, the American plans were like, yeah, there's going to be millions of American soldiers who are probably going to die fighting for all the Japanese homeland, and that's not including the how many numbers of Japanese civilians and military personnel and the kamikaze attacks that were probably going to happen. All like they.
Bro, kamikaze is probably the weirdest thing.
Oh my gosh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like if you'll read. There's like stories of the guy. There's a couple of the soldiers, I guess soldiers, who were assigned to watch over the pilots that were going like basically their last night's sleep before they in the morning go out and throw and kamikaze strike.
Jeez.
And so he recounts it's like I'm not gonna say any of it, but he's like it's words can barely describe what you see. Like it's just moaning, clawing at like it's insane. Like, and I know like most of the Japanese government, and well, I say government at this point, it's just the military, is like saying like this is an honorable thing. Most of the people, if like kamikaze pilots, if you actually look at them, are like some of the brightest minds that the Japanese had. Like some of them were engineers, some of them were actually like liberals within the Japan. Like they would have, like this was like the next generation of leaders. And the Japanese military was like, yep, you're going to be kamikaze pilots, and we're going to send you, and you're going to have to go sink an American ship.
Jeez.
Oh
That's why we got anime.
Yeah.
Dang it. They
Yeah,
killed off all
probably.
the smart ones.
Yeah, they did. It's terrible. There's a lot. The Pacific Theater,
Look, man, I hate anime.
I know a lot of people, like Hitler's atrocities and all that, like, yeah, those are bad. But the Pacific Theater, like, if you talk, like, a lot of people, I haven't personally talked to really any war veterans, unfortunately, because there's not a whole lot around anymore from World War II. But a lot of people who talk to, like, yeah, the guys who fought in the Pacific are the toughest nuts to crack. Like, they won't talk at all. You have to, it will take days before they'll start talking to you. Like, only Pacific veterans will talk to, like, only guys who went through it will talk about it. It's not like in Europe where like they will talk. Eventually, they'll talk about like the European was it's crazy to say, was a more civilized war compared to Pacific. So
Yeah.
it's terrible. The whole time. I mean, it's awful, but it's good to study it so none of it happens again.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! Please no.
I remember when on the USS Missouri, there were like places of feet down on the ground, and a group that I was with just stood on them and was like, what are these here for? And someone came up and was like, this is where they had the burial for the kamikaze pilot that flew into the plane. And I went, oh
Yeah.
okay.
There's stories like that where it's just like, oh my. Yeah,
That's,
that whole the Pacific Theater. It's like one of the more. If you read about it, it's one of the more heroic kind of stand. Like there's just like individual actions that are just like crazy to think about over there. It's some of the bloodiest fighting like ever seen. Like Iwo Jima, Okinawa, where it's terrible. Like oh my gosh. And the Philippines was pretty bad, but I think Okinawa and Iwo Jima were some of the bloodiest combat. Like the Japanese general in charge of the Iwo Jima troops, he had an order sent to every Japanese soldier that they were to kill 10 Americans before they died, because they wanted to basically bleed the Americans white. Because they were like, if we kill enough Americans, they'll stop attacking because we've killed so much of them, and then the war will end. because we'll kill as many Americans as possible. Which honestly was one of the reasons why we dropped the atomic bomb. Just be like, yeah, no, we're not gonna. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to send We don't want to literally lose 1 million of our finest young men to you.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Bro, the stories of like people like against the Japanese, all of them.
Oh my god.
All of them are like they should have surrendered so long ago.
There's
and so much
like,
blood has been shed.
comic-
Because they didn't.
Oh my god, like comic. So, there were bonsai charges. Like craziest thing. Like if the general of the island died, like either committed Sudoku or died in combat, because they were leaderless, the Japanese would set up bonsai charges. Fully, literally just threw bodies at the Americans, and it's terrible. There's like multiple accounts. It gets gruesome. It's hand-to-hand combat usually, because it happens at night. So it's awful. There are very few prisoners. The Japanese would purposely booby trap themselves because the American medics would come up and try to help them, and then they'd blow themselves up to kill the American medic.
That's
Yeah, American medics no longer had red crosses on them because Japanese snipers targeted them, which is technically a war crime in of itself. The Geneva Convention is like, hey, if you're giving medical aid,
so.
you cannot
What
shoot the
happens
guy.
when you commit a war crime? Everyone's just supposed
Depends.
to hate you.
Well, it depends, because you commit the war crime, but the problem is that there were so many committed in World War II that they couldn't account for every single one of them, and a lot of them got bail leave. They literally were able to get their lives back. Like a lot of the SS, well, not a lot of the SS, most of the high command, the German high command suffered. They had to do some war crimes, and I think the guy who exterminated all the Jews was hanged in Israel.
But that's
Which is
like
fitting.
one person for so many lives.
I don't remember how many war crimes that were committed,
What can you do?
but there's like tens of thousands of soldiers who were former Germans, and that's not. I don't think Japanese had to deal with this, mainly because most of them either committed Sudoku, they killed themselves doing it before the Americans had time to take trial. So, because that's apparently the honorable thing to do in the Japanese culture, which why? I feel like
what was it?
living
Sorry?
is
I wasn't paying attention.
Japanese culture basically like Sudoku.
Oh,
The Jap
die before they
Like,
get
it's
hit.
it's
Seppuku.
better before it's better dead than it being disgraced.
No, Ethan, I thought the term is seppuku.
It's seppuku. Sudoku is the
Sudoku?
Sudoku is a game.
Sudoku is the
Remember, it's the
it's a game.
letter game.
seppuku
Number
is killing oneself.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's
Number
Sorry.
game.
Sudoku.
just got
Sudoku
confused,
is what
maybe.
people call it whenever they're trying to not say seppuku.
You say it's a
Sorry.
3
I
by
don't
3
know why I kept saying
square
Sudoku. Yeah,
made up
but
of 9 by 9.
it was basically better
3 by 3 by 3
better
by
dead than dishonored. So the Japanese took that to the full extreme, and most of the military high command killed themselves following. Well, yeah, whenever the island was they knew the end was coming, they'd rather die. They'd kill themselves. So no
Honestly,
generals are
knowing
actually
how
captured.
people can torture other people for information they want, I
The
would kill
Ameri-
myself too.
Not the Americans. Oh my gosh. There's multiple accounts of just prisoners of war on the American side and or on from the Axis, and they're like, yeah, I kind of want to stay in America. I'm a prisoner of war, but I want to stay here.
Ahem.
One of the accounts I just read. I read a strip. Citizen Soldiers, book by Stephen E. Ambrose. It talks about the European theater of war on the American side, and it talks about prisoners of war. And there's a story of a German who's captured, who surrenders, and he's terrified. He's like, I may not see my family again. He's terrified. Gets sent on a ship back to America, and he literally just goes and works in a potato farm in a German with German natives.
Yeah, didn't America hire a bunch of German scientists?
Later in the war. That's after the war. Yeah, but yeah.
Sure.
The guy who made the V2 rocket. Yeah, he was the one who built the Saturn. He's the one who designed the Saturn V rocket.
Yeah, we gave a lot of stuff to.
Although it was kind of a good thing. A lot of those German generals or scientists were incredibly smart and definitely improved our technology fast. And honestly, probably a good idea. It's funny. Some of the Germans, officers who were capped, like when the war ended, it was like, hey, you want to go attack the Russians because we have a common enemy. And the Americans were just like, no, no, thank you.
No, it's okay. Hey, but you're about to go into the Cold War.
Yeah, exactly. So the whole thing happened.
The Cold War is
Yeah,
the
you can-
biggest disappointment in war history.
Like,
Not really. I personally am fine with the idea of not having
Oh, same.
thermonuclear.
Same.
War.
But, like, if you can't just go poking the bear and have nothing happen. That's not fun.
That's exactly what happened.
I know.
There's a lot of
it's not
poking of the
fun.
bear. There's a lot of poking of the bear.
Let's meet
And the bear poked back.
Yeah.
Weren't there also just a bunch of like proxy wars too?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of proxy wars to happen, but
So they were
I mean,
still
there were a couple
fighting.
early in the Cold War. Oh my gosh, it was aggressive. The Berlin airlift, I don't know, because see, West Berlin after the war was divided between the Soviet Union and Western powers. The Western powers consolidated all of their gains into one kind of like government,
yo,
Western Germany. But Berlin, the city of Berlin, was split into zones. However, Berlin is in East Germany, about 100 miles away from West Berlin. So there's like just American supply vehicles are going through Soviet territory to supply
Hey Jacob, look at
West
my grave
Berlin.
right there.
However,
Oh, it's
Germany,
right there.
or no, sorry, I've been talking about Germany.
What?
The Soviet Union in 1948 is like, hey, I'm gonna block off all the your supply trucks, so you can no longer supply West Berlin, because I want you to give up West Berlin. What you gonna do now? And so the Berlin airlift happened,
No.
where millions of tons of
Love
supplies
the Berlin
were.
Airlift. It's the biggest middle finger
No.
that I think I can think of.
Oh my god, it's and so
It's
like
so
a
good.
solid year, you just
Yeah.
see, there's just
Wait
a
a minute.
constant stream of planes just flying into Berlin airport, dropping supplies,
Oh.
and then just leaving.
I can risk a
And then
few-
finally Soviet,
Oh,
and then
jeez.
Soviet Union just finally just like, okay.
They're just like, oh yeah, that's pretty smart. Never thought of that.
Up.
Yeah, they're just like,
Oh, fine.
Cringe.
a lot of things like that. Where it's just like,
You.
it's
I'm
funny.
out of here.
I literally have
Yeah,
magic missile. I don't need flying
Funny
knife.
sometimes.
Yeah, whatever.
I love listening to countries give 0 Fs or
Oh crap.
for other people's rules, and just say, what you gonna do about it?
Berlin Wall.
It's kind of chilling here.
That's
Well, I'm
exactly
not touching you.
the Berlin Wall. Literally, John F. Kennedy's like, yeah, you have West. Oh, no, I think it's Kennedy. Maybe it was the president before that. But he's like, West Berlin is ours, East Berlin is yours. Okay.
Right?
This is Soviet Union. East Berlin is ours, you say. What if we build a giant wall on our side?
That would make it better.
Yes. That way our citizens, the Germans who are trying to escape Soviet-held territory cannot get to those capitalist scum over here, who are obviously better to us, but we don't tell anyone that. There's no
I'm
reason why
very
the guys are
confused.
running. It's the economic battles that happened in Cold War. Capitalism
I
versus
really
socialism.
Yeah.
Why is everybody trying to leave our country, guys?
Guys, come back.
right?
Capitalism is
Most
not
effect-
cool. I'm telling you now.
All I know is that America.
Believe me.
Believe me, sources do
Having
trust
the
the government.
Having the state own everything and
Yeah,
America,
just
make
trust,
everyone
bro.
dirt poor.
Just trust, bro.
America
Yeah.
best take an L.
Which, do we still have the best economic system, or is that gone down the drain?
No, well, depends. Depends on what happens in probably the next 6 months.
We'll see.
But we still have the #1 economy. And it's funny.
Somehow.
Fun fact: if the Texas were to split off right now and make their own country, we would kick Solomon off the E7. We'd become the 7th most powerful economy in the world.
Really?
Yeah, no joke. We would be the 7th most biggest economy in the world if Texas split off right now.
It's because Texas is
itself.
cool. Man.
And in California, I think it's 5, but I don't know. I haven't seen the latest numbers yet since. So that was just like a few years ago. So, and
Interesting.
a lot of things have happened since then. Yeah,
Yeah, like
America-
every
America's
California
still-
one.
I mean, Texas
strongly
and
in the world.
California both have a higher population than a lot of smaller countries, and like a lot of oil in Texas.
well, no,
Everything's
yeah,
bad in
but
Texas.
oil
I mean,
is not the only thing we do, which would be bad if we only produce oil, because that'd be scary. It's better to diversify your economy. That's why this whole Ukraine situation is happening right now. Because Russia, the only way Russia makes money is through oil. However, economic sanctions have hit Russia, and therefore they can make no more money. So they go to China to make money, and India, which is annoying.
Hey, look. A lucky magic.
So yeah,
griffin.
the economic sanctions work. However, I'm a little more concerned if Putin doesn't care about the economic sanctions.
Yeah.
That means he cares about something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and currently his slight remark about, hey,
What do you mean? I think Russia's doing
Thermal
great in,
nuclear
like, in the economy. Have you seen the ruble?
the ruble, it's better than Bitcoin.
Well, no kidding. Wait, what? Well, if you buy right now,
If you buy it, yeah.
buy right now.
The situation
Prices will
is a
only
very
go
interesting
up.
one, and it's probably going to determine how Europe looks for the next.
Somehow
10 years.
monopoly money. Monopoly
It's
money
still-
is
depending what
worth
happens.
more than a single ruble.
Yeah,
A single monopoly money is worth more than a single ruble.
it's about what's happening right now to what happened to the German economy following the Treaty of Versailles in 1919. Complete destruction.
As it should be.
I mean, yeah, I'm fine.
I saw
Also, we're not
Russia's
gonna pay for it.
Russia's been doing
Wait, where did
things
it
for way
go?
too long, but I don't think this is the right time. When
Russia cringe.
you're currently messing with a world dictator who is
Russia
Who
Russia
is
cringe.
not
please
in
clap.
his right mind.
he's a lot of people. I think he is in his right mind. The problem is that he has a completely different worldview than most people believe. I think he's more. I think most people think of it as like, oh, money. That's what rules. But he's thinking more of like a territorial gain. So him invading Ukraine actually makes sense from a territorial game because Ukraine has been getting more Western, trying to get Western friendly, and so having a
Yeah.
Western nation on the border of Russia is like Russia's like no. So that's, I think, one of the main reasons why this is happening. But I think a lot of people miss the fact they miss the objective. Russia is not looking for economic power. Russia's looking for territorial gain.
Whoa!
Yeah, if Russia was looking for power in the Cold War, they would have bombed the hell out of us.
Oh yeah, but they're not looking for economic power right now. They're looking for territorial gain. So you deny that. So the only way to win is you deny territorial gain or make a compromise.
Or you
So
get-
hey, you get some territorial gain, but you're restricted in other things. So, and I personally do not want to see this escalating into a full-blown. I mean, it's already a war, but I don't want to get to see it evolve further because it could
I
get
don't want to
really
put a
nasty.
3 behind my World War.
Hey,
Hey, it's war right here. I don't want to put a 3 behind it. Yeah,
We
that
already
no
have 1 and
flies.
2, don't ruin it with the trilogy.
That no fly zone. I'm like, please
Yeah,
no,
at this
please
point,
no, please no, please no.
At this point, there'll be. We had COVID, World War III. I still have no bitches.
True.
Dang. All right, I'm getting tired.
No, you're going to Rook.
Getting work. What are y'all doing?
Oh, I'm trying to get a rod of Discord.
It's
Yes.
really, really hard.
Yeah.
I got really, really lucky somehow. I don't know.
It's less than a percent of a chance
I'll
to
just
get
type
one.
It's like 0.2.
Or farming.
5? What's
hey,
5?
hey.
Percent?
Yeah, world history is pretty cool. I love it.
I may sit here one day and just hope. Because I can literally just sit here just grind like this.
All right,
Hey!
Oh, never mind. I shall see y'all later.
Oh my god, it's
Thanks for
raining.
history lesson.
Yes, if you want more, just add. I will bore you.
Gone.
Good.
If you ever need to get bored, I've got you.
100% more
Dude,
interesting
I
in
was-
this game
I
right
was-
now, I'll tell you that.
I was sleeping.
Oh, good.
No.
Hey, at least that's a
Apparently
good
we're about
thing.
to get a beach scene though, so maybe
All
it's not.
right.
Ooh, hold on, let me tune into that stream.
Yeah, I'll slow down.
Yo, let me go up.
Y'all, good night.
Go to the YouTube stream.
Engines revving.
Alright. It's beach time, baby! There it is.
God, you look like such a beta.
What's up?
You look like such a beta in
Oh,
Dnganronpa.
All right.
Yo, why you guys drop teeth, man?
Wait a minute, the lolly's still alive, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's getting better.
Wait, that's just gonna
Put your
make
poop
it
away,
less.
idiot.
That's gonna make it weird now.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh wait, you're right.
That's gonna help me.
You like the
Hey,
sword,
look,
don't you?
Chaos Elemental, guys. Another Chaos Elemental, guys. Another Chaos Elemental,
Just 4 in a
guys.
row. That's painful.
Hello?
We go to the diner. We go to the
I'm
diner.
gonna take that real quick. Go.
Kazuichi! Let's hurry up and go inside. Can do, brother. Wait till Goro will pop up.
We're gonna go make a battle potion.
Okay, man.
Engines revving.
Whatever you say. Hey, look, another armor. Oh, sh
Here we go.
What do you
baby.
know?
It's time. Oh, okay.
What?
He's just fantasizing about what's gonna happen. There it is.
Huh?
I think it's gonna be Yakuza too. Come on. Yep, there he is.
What?
I love who you can go.
Shut the hell! Hey, hey! You... Huh? Huh? Huh?
Hello there.
Shawty got a pair of apple bottom jeans.
Boots with the fur and club is looking at her.
Well...
She hit the floor the next thing you know.
Shawty out so
Well...
low. She dropped it real deep.
Oh my! Well...
He had disappeared.
Well...
True. Shawty got low, shawty got low,
Why,
low,
you-
low, low.
For now.
Shawty got low.
Low, she hit the floor. Alright.
What the crap am I even listening to?
Yeah, I am paying attention to Dnganronpa.
Of course.
Dang.
Don't understand. If it's gonna be a beach episode, just give me the beach episode.
I wanna see some skin.
Look,
So
there's some.
sad. I'm so sad the pervert died in the last act. I wanted to see him in a Speedo.
He was a
Each
child.
episode. All of these are children.
Okay, but he was like a 2-year-old.
Like 17.
Mans was
He's
like
the same age as
17
Lexington.
is
Mans was like
perfect.
3 inches tall.
He was 3 inches tall, yeah.
I guess you could call him a. Or I guess
Yeah, you could call it, it's a, yeah.
I think you know, just maybe
Yeah.
Ah,
How old are these guys again?
Yo, I get a camo speedo. You can't even see me.
Are you serious?
Well, if something falls out.
Hey, why did he have your Speedo?
Cause he picked it for us.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, we're matching.
This guy has saliva going everywhere.
Oh!
What's outside?
How old are they again?
Frickin' child.
Oh no.
Look at my
17.
If I had to describe it as a soft...
It's legal in Japan.
Oh.
You aren't in Japan, brother.
Oh,
In Japan.
yeah.
Wait, I gotta change my VPN.
She can't swim! Throw her into the water! Throw her in! Let the waves take her!
Did someone hear my joke?
Drown!
Aww.
No, then that's good. That's good.
What?
Nothing.
Or you can just replay the VOD.
Oh god.
That's totally
Wait,
it.
which one's the hero?
Future Dylan, if you edit this, post this.
Don't.
I definitely did not say I'll go EDP.
Yo, what's their blood type? What's everyone's blood type?
It doesn't matter. One second. What am I posting?
I don't know.
Is this
How
safe
do
to
I-
watch on screen?
How do I check?
Oh wait, what are these? Wait, Jacob, what did you say to do?
What did I? Oh, I said to clip it so we can hear what Jacob said.
Oh, what did he say?
I don't know. That's why I said to clip it.
Jacob,
Alright,
repeat
what did you
yourself,
say?
please.
I said I'm gonna go EDP.
No. No. Don't do that.
Hey,
No.
Bad Jacob.
Or I could just go to Japan.
You could just go to Japan.
And then do it.
Alright, there we go.
My, how did
Why are you cheering
Whoa.
for a child in a
Carry it with
swimsuit?
me.
Because it's legal in Japan.
but
Aww.
Everyone change your VPN.
I am
Aww.
in Japan.
Also, I was thinking,
Okay, it's so weird
Should we
hearing the
play it?
voice.
I see. That's disappointing.
There we go. Okay, yep. Uh-oh, high schoolers. Actually, I think they are
happened?
18.
There's 16
Oh, that's
like
according to the fandom
Oh,
page.
okay.
I don't know why. I just
Dang.
thought it was really funny when it cut to her. The full
Literally a 2-year gap, but come on. It's
January
not that bad,
1st.
right?
It doesn't have a year.
Level 19, so I'm gonna say he's age 19.
Nope.
That's how it
Now let's
works.
see what level everyone else is. Alright, we're gonna
My
start with the
son-
important one.
My son lost at level 2.
Oh no.
March 14th,
That one.
so I'm gonna say she's 19.
Bro, wait,
I'm
Jacob,
just-
what?
For that one.
Jacob, what'd you say?
What's her name? Hold on, I'll
My
I'll
son
search
died
her
at
age.
level 2.
Her name's
What a
Chiaki.
noob.
What?
Akme
What a noob.
Or
Yeah,
Chiaki.
no.
Alright. Chiaki,
Yo,
Nani, age.
We heard a voice, and the person walked through it was. There we go. You have blood on you.
What the?
hey. What? Is something? Not that. It wouldn't be strange if we nicknamed you. Oh.
This is even better.
On my way over here, and when that happens,
Oh!
are you really all right? Well,
you're totally playing up the.
Can I take a picture of
I'm
this
all
real quick?
fired up now.
She's
For
gonna die.
educational purposes?
Hey,
All right.
Alright.
Oh my god, it's all female characters.
Of course it is. We're staking out the female,
I
trip to the
just did a
beach.
little swim.
Oh.
I swam around the island for about 3 hours.
3
That's too
hours?
obvious for me not.
Why were you already swimming? You guys are about.
It wasn't for my enjoyment,
Huh?
but
Different
I
island.
couldn't find any other islands.
If you didn't see anything after you swam for 3 hours, it's more than difficult.
Why
it's
is my
impossible.
voice the same as
Yeah,
the
that may
Burger
be
Baker?
true.
Yes.
Hey.
Okay, so
Awesome.
according to this
Oh my
wiki
my.
page, her
Why did you
age
read?
is
You ladies are sure well endowed
Who?
nowadays. Fine.
17 in the Despair arc.
Don't
Which is
say
legal in
such
Texas.
asinine thing.
This is
True,
great.
and she's 18 outside of that.
Perfect.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Wait, that means she survives.
I'm
Potentially. Or she's an AI in Dnganronpa 3. Because I'm going to tell you now, there are characters that are AI in that game.
I did not know that. Yo!
Okay, that's pretty
To
funny.
prevent sunburn, I didn't, however, as I have never worn a wetsuit before. I had a hard time putting it really.
Oh my.
I actually sound like an absolute
Blue
Miss
balls.
Sonia.
Oh,
You look skeleton.
Well, never mind.
Actually,
What do you
this
want
is
from
okay.
me?
Ah,
It's a neat model.
Oh, look.
I am
Palladium.
concerned.
Wow.
So cool.
Do you think you can make an exception, please? Please. Please. He says. Pretty please.
Mommy.
True.
Wait, who?
I believe the answer to that question is overall
Hiroshima
yes.
wannabe.
I believe
Hey,
that.
Jacob, there's
So
some
here, let's
strange
look at the
brew
overall,
over
and
you.
we'll see. Can we do a
Range what?
a mom or not
Strange
The
brew.
simp test?
simp test? Mommy or
is
naughty? That one.
Hey, yo.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Starting off.
Mommy.
That's kind of cool.
All right, agreed. This one. This one's a
Mommy.
little bit different. What do we
She's
think?
a gamer girl, right?
Yeah, she's the
Gamer.
gamer girl.
Heck yeah.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
All right, all right.
No,
Pretentious. Not really pretentious.
She's hot though.
Agreed.
she's the ultimate princess.
yeah.
she's
Also,
literally
she has
hot,
blood
though.
type A.
I have blood type A.
Wait,
Nerd.
she weighs 110 pounds? That's
Oh,
so
Jacob, it's
unhealthy.
At 5'7", yeah.
I'm A positive.
Yeah, no. Ugh. Okay, that's better because she's only 5'2".
Yes.
5'7", 123.
True, but her
Four-
chest size.
Okay,
No.
this one
No.
we don't talk
Demon.
about. the
No.
child.
We don't talk about that.
Redhead. No.
Her redhead
Full
run.
redhead.
Every time she talks, she makes an ahegao face, and I don't like that. No.
Wait, this one. or-
What?
No, redhead.
Here?
Mihiro.
I
Face?
didn't notice that.
Yes.
This one. It's just Hinata from
No.
Naruto. But
Except
Face
bad.
thing.
I never watched Naruto,
Look at-
but I,
look
I,
at-
Hinata's
I
also
think
a
it's hot.
medic and really in love with the main character.
I never watched Naruto, but I think she's hot. So
Dude, she banged with the main character. What do you mean?
Their
Rude.
eyes don't move.
oh, that's weird.
All right,
I like
this one.
Goth GF too.
Look, I gotta say I'm partial to musicians.
Okay, but she likes.
I'm a fan of Goth GF.
Mm,
Yeah, same.
no.
Yeah.
She weighs 92 pounds
Yeah,
at
fair.
5'3".
Why is everyone so light in this game?
Because they are Japanese.
Easy to pick up.
True, but this is like still not okay. They're all anorectic.
Bro, Japan has really low, like, average weights. And then,
Yeah.
last
Check
but not
my-
least,
I
I'm
need
just gonna
to check-
save you
I
all the
need
time
to
and
check
say
my-
yes.
Oh, heck
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
I need to check my hip thrust.
No, I'm not
Again.
into that. I'm sorry.
I'm
Absolutely
sorry,
yes.
what? Matthew.
I'm not into that. No, we should go over the guys.
Oh, heck yeah. Starting off with us, Beta. No.
Absolutely.
Beta male.
I would beat him up.
Okay, yes,
No.
but not because I want to.
I know. I,
He would
I'm,
force
I'm
you.
not in this.
He's
I'm not in
5'9".
this.
God, he's short.
He's
He
think
weighs
short.
I'll pass.
143. He's
I
the
think I'll
heaviest
pass
guy
in
so
this
far.
He weighs more than I do.
Because I'm
And I'm
not gay.
taller.
I think I'll pass.
Byakuya. Well, he's dead.
Fat ogre.
Gundam, he's weird.
He's the Goth
He is
BF.
the ultimate breeder, though.
The ultimate breeder, no.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, that is a smash.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to pass.
Wait. When
Pass,
did
yeah.
the smasher pass?
Pass, cause yeah. This one, I'm gonna
He
have
is
to
a
say pass.
Dude, it's literally Joe.
Absolute unit.
Now,
I couldn't say no if he asked.
ladies and gentlemen,
That's a 12-year-old. You cannot convince me otherwise.
Yeah, I think I'll.
He's
this
awesome
is
in
a
the
leader of-
Yakuza,
of-
and I fear for my life.
yeah.
If he approached me, I would do whatever. I'm not gay, but $5 is $5, and my life is my life.
My life is my life. Yes.
All right.
All right, and that's all of them. And then of course we have.
No. No, we
Oh
don't.
wait, what are these? What? Wait, hold up.
Is there exclusive content in this game?
What is this? Slightly increase the influence speed.
He doesn't know.
No.
Like, have we not seen a Chaos Elemental spawn in like 5 minutes?
Dude, it's been
Actually,
like a
that's
solid
great.
5 minutes. I don't know why.
Not a single Chaos Elemental.
I have no idea what.
You still have that
all
battle
the
potion on,
levels
or is
are
it
because
God?
No, it ran out a while ago.
this game
Oh.
is designed. This is Chiaki.
I could
this is
probably do
Gamer.
it, but I don't know. What was he was gonna talk about? The only thing constant in this world are death and taxes. I've got both.
That's an
Wait,
item,
repeat?
or
Is that
that's an effect
thing?
in League of Legends. Death and taxes.
That is an effect. It's actually an item passive.
It is.
Wait,
The
what
only
is?
thing that's
Death
confirmed
and
in this
taxes.
world. There's 3 things that's confirmed
dong,
in this
bing bong.
world:
Is someone
life,
A body
death,
has been
and
discovered.
taxes.
Yo!
After a certain amount.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Person with
I
a bunch
wonder
of
who it would
injuries
be.
die.
Please no, not mommy.
Well, what the frick? When does this turn to an FPS?
Just now.
It's like a 007 game.
Someone reported the body.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I won't believe it. Is it Sonya? Baseball bat?
It's a baseball
Bum,
bat.
bum, bum.
Someone is dead. It's Sonya.
Bum.
It's Mahiru.
Oh, what a shame.
It was the small child. It was the
Why
small
does she have a
child.
calling card?
Yeah. She was running away from the beach crying.
No, that can't be it. That can't be her.
Why? Oh, I hit
My
the head
belief-
with a bat. Not tall enough.
Yeah, it's not just that. That was left by... The image on the floor is a person in a crown. That has to be the ultimate princess.
Nah, couldn't be Sonya.
Has to be
Alright,
Sonya.
that's gonna be the end of tonight's stream.
No!
Maybe
Just kill
tomorrow
the lolly.
we can do the whole investigate. Bro, I actually kind of liked this one. Again,
Yeah.
though, redhead.
Redhead. Yeah.
Redhead.
Redhead.
We don't like that. We don't like that.
Oh no, not her. Wow.
Oh no!
No.
Why her?
Okay,
Oh my
but
God, so
redhead?
Why? No. Why did this happen?
So I hope you
Wow,
never
we've gone
plan to
full
actually
bait.
become a big streamer.
What's up?
I hope you never actually plan to become a big streamer because you're gonna have to scrub so much of this content.
Oh, yeah, so true.
Yeah. Yeah, he actually just needs to delete his channel
We're
now. and
literally,
press
we're
the
literally
push
doing
start.
a smash or
I
pass.
honestly.
We did a smasher pass for high schoolers.
Okay, but
We're
well,
legal where we are
well-
and where they are. Just saying.
True.
But to be honest with you, some of them are 17. so.
me and Matthew aren't. Oh well,
Hey,
Nah.
Like
look,
this.
In Japan
that's
we
on
are.
you guys. That's not on me. I have no control, and nor do I have any words spoken by.
Are you 18? If not, please explain why. It all started on the day of my birth.
Literally.
It all started on the day of my birth. Neither of my parents showed up.
Neither of my parents showed up.
It was released by Wild Ocelots.
Wait, we actually have drama and
That's-
puppets tomorrow. That's insane.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to that.
Imagine not being
Dang.
18.
I have too much homework.
Nerd, it's spring break and you're awake.
I have to write a research paper and I have 2 exams when I get back from spring break.
Oh my god.
No.
Homeschooling!
My emotions were also
Imagine
numb.
not being public.
Within me, various layers were peeling off.
Outside of summer and winter, we
True,
don't actually get
okay.
breaks.
My senses started to return.
I do.
Yeah,
Nerd.
I do.
Well, that's good for you.
This is why you don't go to... This is why I don't go to ODA.
What the hell is this?
Oh my
That's
god,
what
mommy.
it sounds like.
Oh, no,
I mean, Matthew, it was
mommy.
either this or another online AP physics, and that was significantly worse, so.
Wanna be Hinata. Screw you.
Well,
I'm gonna do a quick old little, first off, I'm gonna check my pet. I'm gonna clean up any of the absolute dumps that it's taken. Okay. And then we're gonna save. We're gonna
In
save.
slot 7.
for the
I
fast
got my
travel,
mind
so
co-
we'll say
I'm
chapter 2. And then that's gonna be it, brother. But
Remember,
really